Cek. Oh, wait. Welcome, gengs. Selamat siang, guys. Anjir, ngantuk banget gua.
It's taken over a year to say this. We are back.
Ya, ngantuk banget bro. We are back. Are you sure, JJ? Are you sure, JJ? Are you back, JJ? Welcome, guys. Selamat siang semua.
I don't think PRX will be in the grand finals today. You saw during the stage 1, we meet PRX and they got knocked out by us.
I don't think any team can beat us if we are playing at our best. I think currently we don't have like a main rival, but
Hadir bang, hadir aja. Suara WhatsApp lagi.
Lost to was maybe RRQ, so maybe RRQ.
Sabar. Oke. Let's go Paperrex defense kah?
Is the trickiest to play against in PRX.
Itu baju baru, Jir.
And why I don't put
Baju baru, bejir.
He's always aggressive.
Anjir, pada baju baru aja, bro. God damn.
You can read me all you like, but you won't be able to stop me. Sure, Jemkin and Moniat packs quite a punch, but they throw 2 punches while we throw 5.
Stream sendiri bang, sendiri aja guys, kayak biasa guys.
And
We
this
got 4
Lotus
seconds.
Here in Tokyo will be the main character. Can't very much.
I don't think about our opponents that much. I just think about the score when we win. The stage is ready. We are ready.
Stage-nya bagus banget bro, stage-nya bagus banget guys. Gelo Finals Tokyo bro. Anjir rame banget nih nonton, buset. Gila Gila nih stage apaan bro, gede banget bro, buset bro. Gila liat guys, W crowd bro, anjir udah kayak konser K-pop bro. Gila Jepang sih crowdnya, gila ya bro. No, nggak ada tim Jepang tapi ramenya penuh begitu bro, gila bro. Kita kali 1.500 orang lebih itu, lebih mana ada 1.500 lebih anjing itu cok. Lebih guys itu guys, orang penuh bro. Copyright ngasih Neon. Gelo Paperrex Batman. Apa per second sama. Pialanya gimana guys? Penasaran pialanya bro? Pialanya gimana guys? Lihat pialanya. Apakah dapat piring lagi guys? Mari kita fokus sampai istirahat siang bang. Aduh anjir gue sebenarnya kantuk banget guys. Gue tidur jam berapa guys? Jam 6 jam 7 guys. Bangun jam 11 anjing. Like 4 hours only sleep bro. Akhirnya WP lagi bang. Iya kangen kah WP sama aku guys? Kangen kah kalian WP sama aku? Gila ada kayak final first ya sekarang. Gelo iya ya guys. Tapi di Pasifik doang. Siapa ini bro? Who is this bro? Who is this guy? Who is this guy bro?
Welcome to Rise Pacific 2025 VCT Pacific Finals. Now, this is Yuki Chiba.
Yuki Chiba. Buset ada Son. Gaya gila gaya guys. lihat tense. Lihat tense. Terpaksa mukanya. Lihat. Mulai gini. Nyanyi dulu ya pasan. Gue tau copyright guys, copyright gak sih? Cing Jason, welcome to membership ya. Kayak ini banget bro anjir. Gelo. By the way teman-teman semua, jangan lupa beli pulsar terbaru dari Jason Sutanto dan SQ Red karena udah gue pakai juga guys ya. Lihat guys, gelo. Pulsar Susanto biar kayak Susanto brother bro, M gue bro. Kayak nggak tahu nih, gue udah kalau misalnya gue sekali prediksi bang, prediksi apa bro? Duh ada ini lagi bro. Simpai Muyo.
Welcome to VCT Pacific. Minasan morigaratte.
Ya anjing kepencet.
Iyoiyo koko kara grand final ga hajimarimasu. Mou ichido kikimasu. Junbi wa dekiteru ka? OK。それでは参りましょう。VCT パシフィック2025誠実グランドファイナルズ選手入場。
Gelo anjing lagunya.
王の期間勝ち続けてもまだ足らない。止まることを知らないパシフィックダイナソーペーパーレックス。
Paperrex. Pemain, gelo. Baju Paperrex dikumenangkan, saudara-saudara. Seperti biasa, anjing baju baru gelo. Baju baru. Itu coba bajunya anjir. Bajunya kayak ini ya, kayak gambar-gambar anime gitu ya. Ya, kok PL sama sih? Ayo something, hari ini adalah hari kamu, pasti saya yakin something. Baju baru bro, Pink Panther. Baju lu yang baru mana bang? Belum ada guys, gue baru tahu. gelar MVP gelo. Gelar MVP mana? Ya nggak dipakai bro. Gelo jasan bro. Goddamn. Anjing.
2025
2025.
パシフィックの王は俺たちだ
Tapi ini keren banget sih PRX sumpah guys. Lagi keren banget sih. Kemarin gua nonton guys. Aduh anjing kepencet mulu. Gelo guys, saya embul. Jamkin bro, King guys. Sejumnya terpaksa banget. Bang Cio, welcome Romi. Kapan begitu bang? Aman itu apa Pak?
What an entrance. Oda knows how to walk on players. This is absolutely incredible here in the stadium. It is completely packed and they are so ready to welcome today's grand finals.
Oh, it's such great energy in the arena today. RRQ taking on Paperrex, and you can tell that the crowd is itching for this first map to start.
Everybody's hyped up right now. You can hear the crowd going crazy as our coaches walk out for this grand final.
Definitely
walaupun Paperrex punya keunggulan bisa nge-ban 2 map tapi ya balik lagi guys. Yang rezeki yang emang yang udah rezekinya bakal dapat piala itu lagi.
National hero. He's from even further south actually as it turns out. But you can tell that the crowd will cheer for anyone. Doesn't have to be a Japanese team. They cheer for everyone equally. They don't play favorites. They're just here to see some bloody good Valorant.
And that is what I love about this city. And we do have the map draft here. Really interesting picks, but maybe not surprising that Paperrex has ended up vetoing these two.
Yeah, Paperrex chosen not to show that corrode the whole of stage 2 and banning out arguably RRQ's best map in Icebox. And we will be starting here on Fine and then work our way through the rest of the pool if it goes just as late as it did yesterday.
Yeah, Bind has been a good one for Paperrex. They've had a good record on it. Won 3 in a row in the last couple. Played a close game against Talon, but they've had some good wins. Ascent is the big question mark for Paperrex. It's a map that in the past they've tried to avoid, and RRQ, they were early adopters of THOR on that map, but recently they actually haven't had as good of a historical run on it.
I'm still mind blown by the stadium right now with the pink and the orange here. It is Absolutely
kayaknya
gorgeous
ada
with
deh, guys.
all the lights coming together. And this is a regional grand finals.
Oh iya,
and
ada
this
bro,
must
ada
be
bro.
incredible, especially for RRQ to be playing on a grand final stage like this. And here comes
Ada sub,
what
ada
you
sub tuh,
guys
anjir.
wanted.
Another change up for RRQ. They've constantly been changing their comps on different maps. Bind tried to make a switch up against Talon in the previous day, yesterday. Now today
Masih main
they've gone
Teho,
for a
anjir,
single
crazy guy,
flawless
gelo.
comp, and they're back on the Teo. They're back in the meta that favored them when it was popular, but now it's not the meta anymore. Paperrex is playing the meta.
We saw them play this nerf Teo one time before, and it did work out for them in the end. I think they're looking to try and put a stop to this double duelist that we knew Paperrex were going to bring out. But on Bind, I have to highlight their support players. Forsaken goes huge on this Brimstone, and this is easily Pac-Man's best map in my mind on this fade. So a lot to look forward to in this map one.
A bit of a slower style for RRQ. Monyet's going to be on an Astra. So Monyet and Xfero on a kind of a double lurk with the double init style. Jemkin is the only one on the duelist. He'll be on the Yoru, which he likes to play a little bit slower. So expect RRQ to play a little bit of a slower, more controlled game, and Paperrex to be, of course, the pacier team in this matchup.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. They need to deal with the aggression that they know Paperrex will bring with
Mapnya
this
apa
double
aja, Bang?
duelist.
Udah istirahat,
We
Bang.
heard
Udah.
Monyet say it in the VCR. He
Mapnya
loves
pertama
to push.
itu
Well, one thing
Bind,
both of these
Ascent,
teams like are
Lotus,
vibes, and this stadium is
terakhir
nothing
Sunset.
but awesome
Lotus
vibes. As we
split ya?
send it
Apa
over
kata?
to our casters, we got Achilles and Paperthin.
Hai guys, sebelum mulai mari kita berdoa menurut kepercayaan agama masing-masing. Semoga hari ini match
Here we
diberi
go. It's
kelancaran.
a final in
Paperrex bisa
Tokyo, so it
memberikan
felt like
performa
he was
yang
going to
baik,
be
PRX juga
fair to
bisa
go ahead
memberikan
and get
performa
suited
yang
up
baik
for. Hello,
dan
I'm
bisa
Achilles.
mendapatkan
That's
pertandingan yang
Paperrex.
seru
And
buat
this is
kedua
an
belah tim. Doa
absolutely
dipersilakan.
jam-packed arena full of Japanese Valorant fans here to watch us crown
Amen.
potentially a new champion here in 2025, potentially a back-to-back one if RRQ can get it done.
Hard to ask for a better finals than what we're getting here today. You have the defending Masters Toronto champions in Paperrex, the defending Stage 1 Pacific champions in RRQ. These are undoubtedly
Ya elah, kenapa nih?
the two best teams in Pacific right now going head-to-head.
Looks like we're in front of a green screen. It's so grandiose behind us.
I know.
But genuinely, this is real, people. I was told there's
Mantap
basically
lagi, bro.
not a single seat unsold, not a
Aduh, kenapa ini coy internetnya
single
bang?
seat that does not have a butt in it or will have one in a little bit of time.
Apa sih? Maci bay lo.
Yesterday, everybody got rewarded. They got exactly what we wanted to see. It was that 5-mapper. We went the distance. A reverse sweep nonetheless there for the side of RRQ. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we can get there again here today. They've shown that they have that tenacity time and time again. And I think that, you know, even against Paperrex, even though they are going to be the most difficult opponent that you could possibly get within this region, I think RRQ is certainly going to be capable of it.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Even if they come off to a bad start here, I mean, Bind, you're kind of expecting to go Paperrex's way. They've been dominating on that
Seat 1
map
pasti
as
paling
of-
enak guys,
as of
guys
late,
Juli.
but
Seat
RRQ
1
has
di
consistently
champion udah
shown
paling
us
enak
that
bro.
even when the chips are down, even when things are going really, really bad, they still have it within themselves to make huge comebacks time and time again. Yesterday was just quintessential RRQ in 2025. You're down 2-0 maps to start. You come roaring back, take the reverse sweep. Yeah, it takes overtime on that final sunset, but they got the job done.
Gonna have some qualms so as we get ready to go into the first map. That Bind, again, gonna be cropping up. It's a map that they still have not yet gotten a single pistol win on. With all the times that they've played it so far this year, can they finally take that first step forward? Because, to be frank,
Let's go.
neither of these teams have been the greatest in pistols, especially when it comes down to Bind. So maybe, I don't know. I'm not really sure how that one's gonna end up going. So we'll have to just wait and see, but I am being told that we are just about ready to kick things off and to get into game for this grand final to round out the 2025 season
grand
here
final, coy,
in
anjir.
VCT Pacific. Before we send our teams over to Champions
Mau
Paris
Paperrex
to see if
menang
they
live
can
24
bring
jam.
us
Kayaknya mau
home
bunuh gua atau gimana guys?
another
Bunuh aja sekalian, bunuh aja.
and complete the
Bunuh aja kok, bunuh aja
sweep.
bro sekalian bro.
さあ皆様いよいよこの2025年のパシフィックも最終日を迎えます2023シーズンチャンピオンペーパーレックスそして2025シーズン1チャンピオン RRQ ステージ1ですねさあこの旧チャンピオンと現チャンピオンがここ東京で激突いたしますぜひこの後音楽がいつもの音楽に変われば会場全員で手拍子で ぜひ声援を送っていただいてマップ1楽しんでいければと思います。さあそれでは参りましょう。ペーパーレックス vs RRQ ゲームスタート。
Anjir. Gelo, keren banget sumpah. Lihat.
Thank you very much, Oda. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in. Here we go. The grand finals ready to begin.
Gelo,
RRQ
keren banget,
looking to
bro.
defend their throne here within Pacific. Paperrex looking to add another trophy to the collection and
Untungan dapat
reclaim
di
the
satu
title here in the
pasti ada
region.
guys. Tiba-tiba langsung ke playoff biasanya gitu
Start
kan.
on fine to see who will draw first blood. As RRQ once again pivot, now bring us a different composition, trying a bit of the Fnatic flavor here to see if it will find them some success.
Yeah, and THOR's been an agent that they've been wanting to lean back into
Pisolnya
to
sih,
try to
pisol-pisolan
find
ya.
success on some of these maps where maybe they've had a little bit of struggles or they need to reinvigorate themselves, reinvent themselves. And that's what they're going to be looking for here with Crazy Guy, the IGL, going to be piloting that agent. Both these teams
Kayak nge-lag gitu nggak?
couldn't be
Oh,
happier
nge-lag
to
sih, kayak
be
nge-lag
here.
sih.
Two players in particular, Something and Jemkin, who made their flowers in the Tier 2 Japan scene, get a nice welcome home. And the fans were so hyped for those two in particular on the walkouts. Let's see if they can deliver here today as we have a Yoru v Yoru matchup in that duelist department to begin. Paperrex just going to use this toxic screen to just sneak right on by. The defenses are weak here. RRQ falling back a bit. Prowler should get it confirmed.
Looks like, yeah, very clearly kind of have read this one, but plenty of damage being pushed over towards Xfero, puts him down 23. A little bit across onto Something and Jing as well to soften him up, but kills are not yet going to be found for either side. Pop flash at the ready here for Jemkin. Just waiting for that potential exit out of this heaven position.
Cepet banget masuknya, anjir.
Trying to fight forward, make even more space. Very much trusting that there's going to be no one on a deeper flank. He's holding alive, going to be 2 quick kills going over. Just Jemkin manages to find 2 of his own, but that one's going to be all alone. Noted here at backside.
Good patience being shown here by Paperrex.
2 targets to try to get through.
Ya, nggak ada
He
waktu
takes
dia.
that teleport. It's going to be to his demise.
Nge-lag gitu sih.
For the tap, the fake, they know it.
Nice.
They've got him outdone, and that's going to be the
Nice.
buy. Closing
Nice.
out this opening round, the pistol goes the way of Paperrex, and RRQ continue to not be able to find these wins.
Yeah, this aggressive positioning that Paperrex took here caught them completely off guard. Crazy Guy swings, and he's not even looking at the players that are right at that front door. He even sent his salvos towards the front of the site, not the back of the site where the spike was planted. So this completely caught RRQ off guard, and they continue to struggle in the
Patah-patah ya,
pistols.
patah-patah nih
on
streamingnya
Vine.
guys.
Just a great read early from Paperrex, taking advantage of that open space with the toxic screen, and good patience at the end of the round, not overcommitting to that 2v1, not giving that 1v1 up. Now you just have Monyet, sole defender here on A, gonna tuck into U-Haul. Paperrex once again wants to get aggressive, wants to get deep.
Flying high, and it's completely unexpected. Cushy going to be taken down Divide, noting that flank, this time attempted by Xfero, but ends up trading him out. Jemkin will be able to find one, Monyet gets another. Suddenly,
Aduh, kenapa
that's
sih
a little bit
majunya
more
sampai
costly
segitunya,
here.
bro?
Especially as that Spectre does get scooped up, but something going to be holding close, gets some damage in, gets a kill on him. Yet looks to try to hold it on the reposition, is able to catch Jemkin off guard. Nice swinging around the back, will be able to find it. So it's going to be a
Kenapa, Cok?
little
Dimajunya sampai
bit
ujung,
of weaponry
anjing.
left behind here by Paperrex, but they still get the
Set.
conversion.
Yeah, this is not bad at all for RRQ. You're gonna be pretty happy with the fact that you're able to drop
Mati
a few
3
extra
Jo lumayan
guns there,
padahal.
but Paperrex manages their economy really, really well. Coming into their bonuses, they're gonna have rifles abound, so it's gonna be pretty even in terms of the weaponry that's gonna be brought to bear. Jemkin there, able to turn back, swing the corner. Something holding the line nicely. Crazy Guy got the one, but then Divide there for the cleanup. You can see here,
Udah bang, streamnya bang turun.
be even. In fact, a little bit worse is RRQ with that Guardian.
Yeah, depending on how the shots do come through. And Cushy, well, he's going to put it to damn good use. He heard you talking smack, and he answers right back. 2 quick kills, the back pedal here behind Dice. Trying to dodge out some of the spam. He and Monyet both getting tagged down to around 70 health. So just going to be a quick little retreat here, grab of the orb. It's Patman trying to scale forward. Doesn't really manage to lock on there onto Monyet, so we'll just be a trade out. And now RQ in with a player advantage. Spike's still on the floor, Divide, trying to open things up, but hard by the angle, but he finds the timing. Right as Crazy Guy sends out the stun. Great collection for him.
Looking for Forsaken though. He's gonna take a moment to pause here. Gonna try to get RRQ guessing wrong, and he has. Devi can win this 1v1 against Cushy.
He's about to find the timing perhaps, but no. Cushy just going to be a little bit faster on the readjustment. Picks up a third kill here in the round.
Like banget anjing.
Now plant coming through. Here's that spike going down. And that's going to be Forsaken. A little bit surrounded for the moment, but the Haunt not going to go deep enough to be able to get the spot out here. For now, they need to check around Dice to make sure of Forsaken's positioning. He's playing a ring around the Rosie. Eventually finds the headshot. Now the Molly going to be going through. Blocks him off, and he's even got the orbital strike to further delay. Decent amount of time for Xfero to try to play around with how damn clutch he was yesterday.
Gotta tap the spike.
Forsaken, yeah. He's just going to swoop out. He's just going to try to jiggle peek him here. Manages to get him off that defuse. Now the orbital strike going to be coming through. That forces him forward. Tries to retreat, but Xfero gets it on top, has the kill, and Forsaken's been outdone. Bonus conversion not to be. RRQ will get themselves on the board at the cost of 4.
Forsaken here. I thought maybe he just ripped the orbital strike on the first tap. Could have at least prevented the half. But Xfero gets ahead of him. He's not expecting him to push forward like that. Great opener here from Cushy with the Guardian. Some good trades. Devi winning a big 1v1, but then Cushy with a 3K in the round. That scooped up Phantom. Able to do some nice damage. And Xfero gets up. Lets him know he has been on his feet a lot here.
Jangan Twitch lah bang, Twitch bukannya udah paling bagus guys.
And he's right back to business for RRQ.
Jemkin now, outlaw on hand. Something says, hey, I got one of those. And fires a little bit faster. That's Jemkin shut down. And so
nice.
Caught outside of lamps there. Stealth drone gonna be sent. Quick clear of that. Heat coming through, and ooh, they take him low, but they can't take him down. Something survives with 23 HP. So puts up for an orb take there for the side of Crazy Guy, but that's at the same time, Cushy, this A site being attacked, finds a headshot though. Struck down.
Spike planted.
Decent bit of util available here to him. Finds one more, would give him a Nightfall.
Flank being watched here by something. Crazy Guy, not one tap though.
Yep.
Ya Allah.
Something is. Been tagged up earlier, so it does get finished off. Divine now just tucking back on the opposite side of this Viper wall. Patman, the Mine, Cushy, Crazy Guy, still continuing to try to fight forward, but once again, just going to be caught as soon as he tries to go for the stun. Now it's down to Xfero once again. Gets himself into a 1v1 scenario. Taps it, finds it. Xfero! He does it again.
Buru-buru banget
He is
guys.
just unreal right now. Something about being here in Japan has lit a fire underneath him. I mean, on the walkouts, he was jumping up and down. He was waving his arms. He was wanting to get the crowd behind him. And with clutches like these, they certainly should be. It's a nice start here. Patman winning some nice fights on his own. Cushy continuing to look really solid. Crazy Guy gets headshot, then turns it right back around and gets this kill. Even with the aim punch there, able to get it back under control. Take down Devi. But Xfero, man, just unreal.
I mean, if you have somebody like him that can always just close out these rounds,
Find you.
that's so damn valuable. Bucky v. Judge. Usually goes the way of the former, but now just going to be the clear on the Prowler. Post back up behind the box. Looks like Paperrex not going to look to push into that
Harus
angle.
lebih rapi mainnya guys, harus lebih rapi nih.
Patman just linger from him.
His Paperrex, you'd love to get maybe one or two of these ults faded out in this round. Maybe find some damage. Some of these sheriffs are with. Oh my god.
Well, if Xfero's not alive to be the closer in the round, I don't have to worry nearly as much. It's a great opener shot there from the side of something. Once again, putting that outlaw to damn good use. Patman now backing away here with that sheriff. Makes his way out towards safety as the Armageddon gets called down just to try to play, but able to fill the space here on the site. Spike now about to be in play. Jemkin getting jumped upon. Jing catches him by surprise.
Aduh, nice.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Tiny bit of damage, makes it all the easier potentially, but okay, there you go. Like I said, usually gets the better of him. Push into the corner. And second shot not going to connect. Something going to be held at bay as Crazy Guy now just pushing out onto the site. That ball goes through. Divide, able to find a shot. Manian swooping through. This Cosmic Divide is only going to be good for one. That leaves Cushy now all to his own devices. And something eventually will be able to collect. Paperrex steadying the ship here, not allowing for RRQ to gain the lead.
I mean, Paperrex being really aggressive on these post plants toward A, constantly pushing through Link, constantly pushing through Tower, and they're finding value. Jing here just catches Jemkin completely by surprise. No idea who's going to be there. Device hitting nasty sheriff shots. That's just another day in the office for him. But that was a big eco. Not only do you win it, you got two big
Nice.
there as well.
Dapat gitu bang, terus
Now
Paperrex
they're going to
bang.
be down to classics and a ghost.
And certainly not going to be the most comfortable position here for them. It's okay, something he does get the tag, can't get the kill. Crazy guy down to 25 as Jing just up and over. Two players there in the smoke, he completely misses them out. So they've slipped the net, and that is going to be potentially a jump scare here for Paperrex, depending on if they go pushing. There's the dive forward. Forsaken will be able to find his target. Crazy guy eventually going to be finished off.
Yeah, the anticipation there that there might be another.
Smoke falling, Patman striking, Cushy. Going to be taken down, something's in around the back, all the way through Lamps to be able to find Monyet, and now, little Shorty goes for the reload. He's just playing with him. Just toying around, leading the way for Jing to hound him down with the judge in hand.
Lihat something tai banget coy bang Torang.
And Xpharaoh, I don't think he's going to be able to clutch this one.
You would think not. Certainly with the time. This should be round over. Big smile there on Jing's
Tai
face.
banget coy anjing
As you
orang emang
expect,
cowok.
two
Tengil
teams from
banget coy
Southeast
sampai.
Asia. The tempo
Tengil kamu ya.
has been crazy. Paperrex wants to just make a statement here, saying we're not letting go. Yeah, we won Masters Toronto. Yeah, some teams have shown in the past that they fall a little bit off after winning one of the global events. But they're right back on the horse. And they have only dropped a couple
Something lagi menyala sih dari kemarin emang gue lihat gila.
and that was to Zeta. And
Right.
they just continue to be so well prepared. I mean, that's a tough position to read as Forsaken, but he's just so fast. He's so ready for somebody to be in those smokes. Makes sense considering he's constantly doing that to people himself. Get a look at the Seoul viewing party.
A little bit less stressed out here
Let's go
today.
Paperrex.
A
Let's
little more Shinpai
go.
Muyo today.
Yeah.
Ya replaynya kayak patah dikit bang. Iya replaynya aneh banget.
As well as a dimensional drift going to be available. Xpharaoh one away from having a pit online. Some delay tactics, but this is just drawing a ton of attention. I mean, look at these rotations. Monyet just now turning back over towards that A site where the strike gets ready to come through, and Jing once again is bounding forward. And those Satchel just plant him right here in Lamps. You can just sit by, hold this corner with that judge, or even pull out that showstopper should he need it. But for now, I think he's sitting pretty.
This is fantastic. I mean, being able to hang on to that showstopper just in case. There goes that Nightbot though, right through the pit.
Mask goes on.
Nice.
Crazy guy goes down. Patman going to be on the trade there. It's Jemkin just trying to spot out these players, but I don't think he actually identified the position of
Nice.
Devi. He didn't. He didn't check the corner. So as he goes swooping through, exit. He ends up losing his life. Much like Forsaken does right here.
Apa udah
A
ketahuan guys.
little bit
Saving
iffy there
pasti.
for a moment, but Xpharaoh,
Nice,
the real
nice.
course, just has to back away, sprinting over towards Paperrex's spawn. As they will get themselves up to 5-round wins.
Oh, you had so many tools here as RRQ to try to deal with Devi's pit. You have the Nightfall, you have the Dimensional Drift, but you miss the one
Gak nyaman
piece of
bang,
the
gak nyaman apa
puzzle
tuh?
that is key to ending that, and it's Devi. They never find him. Just a little bit off kilter for RRQ, and that's more big ults being used and not being successful for the team that had to fight tooth and nail yesterday through the lower bracket. Just so clean here from Paperrex. You're also going to be
Nice,
having
tapi
that
nice sih guys.
showstopper still available for yourselves, and they're feeling pretty good, but yeah, RRQ not so
30
much. So
FPS
time on
doang
time.
streamnya. Iya kayak aneh banget cok. Di gua enggak kan, di kamera gua aman
With
kan.
decent start being able to string together those 2 rounds. Like maybe there was going to be a bit of a hotter start for them on Bind compared to what we were seeing yesterday. Paperrex have very much been able to slow their roll, so time to go ahead and intervene in these players' heads. Alex ult, please. I'm not even sure what Alex's ult would be.
The Death Smash.
YouTube emang YouTube yang aman guys YouTube guys.
Doesn't feel like an ultimate. That's like a rechargeable ability.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's just his default.
Well, I was going to say, every time his team does something that's a little bit of a head scratcher, he gets an ult charge, and then he just, you know, rolls it up. Okay, so maybe his default ability. I suppose that works. But it's on a pretty, it has to be on a pretty quick cooldown.
I feel like his ultimate is like smile or be cheerful.
Every
It's
once in
so
a-
few and far in between.
Itu
He's
aman.
not collecting
Ya,
enough
abis
orbs
ini kita
around
pindah
the
YouTube ya.
map.
Abis
Every
ini,
once in a
abis,
while.
abis.
So it takes like
Abis
6
Hasron,
rounds for him
Hasron.
to smile. Well, back in we go.
He calls in Panda.
Ini aman nih.
Relax.
Ini
a
udah
little
aman
bit.
guys.
He should be decently relaxed here for the moment.
Yeah, this is going to be a toughie. Gonna have some sheriffs. Monyet with a ghost. Obviously, X-Pharaoh holds a gun over. Something still going to favor that outlaw. He's going to win.
He's still just putting him down. I mean, with every round that goes by, that RRQ's economy doesn't get to a point where they can all afford full armors. It's
Gila
something
nih
just
orang,
continues to
cok.
profit,
Main
just
pakai
holding
itu
on to this
ngajunya
gun.
kayak tahi, cok, anjing something.
They're just so good at anticipating where the players could be. See, this pace really favors them, and that's going to be a win for Dubai. Monyet down, B completely opened up.
Yeah, X-Pharaoh striking from behind with that hero rifle. Nearly is able to find himself a second kill, but seems it's just going to be a reposition here. Jemkin going to go through the teleporter, maybe to try to recover said weapon, but given that it's going to be right near the door, it's going to prove to be a bit difficult, so going to be fight down to try to force him out into the open. Crazy guy just managed to play off that distraction, finds Patman. Now 2v1.
All missiles away.
Crazy guy in his own right. Put up some incredible performances yesterday, but cannot find one here in this round. Paperrex continuing the momentum now, 6-2.
Something 11-11 kayak gue ya Bang Rio, berak.
Many
Ini
ults here as
Matthew so
Paperrex.
angry,
You're
Matthew
still going to be hanging
anak
on
RP atau
to
gimana?
that showstopper and the orbital strike. Winning some good battles. I mean, some decent punchback from RRQ in this round. I like the idea
Let's
to
go,
get a little bit more active on the map.
Paperrex!
Use the teleporters. Maybe push a little bit of space early. See if you can catch Paperrex in a weak point. See if you can get into their flanks a little bit quicker. Things like that. You know, with how aggressive Paperrex is playing this map right now, it's full
Ya lu menang
throttle.
sih
They're just
kayaknya,
coming
Matt.
at you.
Menang tapi
every
menangnya di
single
ini,
round.
menangnya di 5M doang.
You've got to find a way to stop it. Sometimes, you know, you can try to avoid it, but you have to avoid it properly.
Divine now with the operator, the push forward, Jemkin. Just gonna be taken down. Jing is able to find him. He's up and over the top. Showstopper in hand, but X-Pharaoh swooping out. He's able to massacre 3 of them. The full blind will be as I'm doing. Can't find any more off the back of that, but that's still gonna be a heroic effort to put them into a 2v2.
My God.
Not yet there. Pushing through lamps, wrapping around towards the front side, joining in potentially here with Cushy. It's on the approach from short. Something's looking to play around the world. And this could completely catch them off guard. Seems like they're not reading this for the moment at all.
Patman just needs to play safe.
See Sent, they're just trying to distract him, but Cushy just then gets a sense of it, clears it out. The defuse now starting to be held. The spray, a hair off the reveal on him on yet, and that's just going to be the round at the time.
Elah, apa sih?
And it will break a 4-round win streak to get themselves a third.
Yeah, that one frustrating Patman a little bit, but what a read there on the backside by Cushy. Finds the perfect timing. Something probably thinks he can just get through. Jing accelerates, and Sparrow hides in the smoke. This time it's a different smoke than the last one. The last one cut off between the box and the truck. He hides inside of Paperrex's smoke this time and finds a huge 3K. I mean, this guy is on a mission. And if RRQ can find a way to win here today, he's made a strong case to be MVP here of the Stage 2 Pacific Finals. Goodness.
Bring them down.
And he's got his ult. He's got the pit. Patman does have a Nightfall.
Had it for a bit, just hasn't really gotten the opportunity. So many just earlier around picks that are coming through for the side of
Kagak,
Paperrex.
cok. Gak ngaruh anjing, ininya yang nge-frame anjing. Tuh, lihat,
Right as he tries to go into the Astro form. The jump out Cushy does end up getting spotted by, guns him down, and just like that, it's a catastrophe to the side of RRQ.
It's just that one little moment, and the dominoes start to fall.
Nggak baca itu dari streamnya.
The Yoru ult. Something, I think, might have got a glimpse of Cushy trying to play cheeky behind the toxic screen right outside of Hookah. They knock him down, Jing accelerates, and that's it. Round is over. RRQ already looking to save, and Paperrex wanting to deny.
Out of charges.
7-3 now. Paperrex gonna be looking for 9.
I mean, you can just tell they're having fun out there. They're just so happy to get aggressive.
Yeah, Hawk revealed
the
him.
Han revealed him too. Goodness.
Plenty of things to get the spot outs.
And right off the back of that snake bite, Jing's getting aggressive.
Buset.
I mean, I love the way that they're using their U-tilt, where most teams would use, you know, that snake bite to buy space, to buy time for the plant. Jing is using it to catch you off guard. Another weak
Buta
buy.
semua anjing. Buset!
It's just so damn fast. And finds Cushy. Jemkin tucked in behind the box and swing out. This time something unable to win that fight. And Jemkin does manage to find himself a second. For second, going to be taken down to Spike. He's playing here from Paperrex. Divide up and over the top. Drops down. Finds him. Jemkin now eliminated as Jing. Taking a forward position. Tries to get the reset. Cannot. That's going to be a weapon recovered here for Xpharaoh. He cannot put it to use. Patman holds the line for the final 2 kills, and Paperrex they continue to run away with their map pick a bind.
It's breakneck pace from Paperrex, but you're going to have every
Gila, something
ult
lagi pedes banget dari kemarin. Babi nih orang anjing, serem banget
Need
bro.
to make this an 8-4 to have some kind of shot here on bind. This is, I mean, something is just really on point. Jemkin finally coming alive here a bit for RRQ, finding that big double with the Bulldog. But Patman gonna close the round out. He's getting them up. They're letting him know now. Operator gonna be in something's hand this time.
On the line, he's just full disrespect. Doesn't matter what smokes, what details in his face. He is just storming forward, looking for the angle, and he is going to find it again. Munyet taken down. The quick exits, they avoid the Armageddon. And that's 2 of the ults already dealt with.
Unbelievable.
Gila bro, liat bro.
And yeah, you have the pit on the other side of the map, but you're down a man. Paperrex is just gonna start scaling forward. Nightbot to try to slow this down.
Trying to play this 2-2 split, but there's no slowing them down. They won't stop. They're everywhere. They're watching every single position. This crazy guy now left alone to try to hold this line. The dropout finds the first, finds the second, gets himself a third. And he's holding it well until something arrives, bounding around the corner, shorty in hand.
Fake teleport.
Cuts him in half. Jemkin making his way forward.
Spike planted.
Flash not deep enough to clear the corner. Someone swings. Patman shall get the shot. It's him dead and gone. It's 9-3 at the half.
Switching sides.
You can just see how uncomfortable RRQ is with this new comp. Some of those ults late or used into nothing on the round. The THOR not really that impactful for Crazy Guy. And it's tough for anybody on the planet right now to go up against something with the way he's been playing. Yoru suits him nicely. He has worked on it all year, and now he is widely regarded, and rightly so, as one of the best Yorus on the planet.
Buset, something.
Start this has been.
Something lagi toxic banget, cok. Lagi toxic banget ya, lagi kayak, wah, gua raja gitu bro
There's a
ya.
couple different ways, as of course their biggest fan. But oh, with that, oh, that's where I started to set down the stage.
インドのストリーマーということでビッグさんにお越しいただきましたビッグさん、hello。
Hi, thank you for joining us.
さあということで日本の会場と熱気いかがですか？
How do you like the venue so far?
Yeah.
How do you like the venue so far?
Yeah. First of all, konnichiwa, and namaste to all my Indian fans who are watching at home. I love Japan so far. The venue is insane, but I love how people are so respectful, and the vibe is crazy here.
もう本当にみんなの盛り上がりが素晴らしくって自分もとっても好きですし日本という国も大好きなので今回来られてとても嬉しいです。
ありがとうございます。
Lagi prime lagi, sumpah si something balik.
楽しんでください。
Jangan ini lah. Jangan apa sih, jangan nge-jinx bro. Tapi jujur something emang lagi gila banget guys. Di tahun ini ya, di season ini tiba-tiba balik.
All the way over from India, here to just enjoy some good old-fashioned Valorant like the rest of us. But now we get ready to go into the second half. See if RRQ can finally pick up a pistol win here on Bind.
Okay.
Triple push down in towards 4. Ping reveal out. Could be able to find one. Something Forsaken, one apiece. As it settles, ends up being a 3v3 with something backpedaling, running out of bullets, strafing, eventually getting killed. Some damage though, Cushy down to 48. Patman now arriving around the back here through the teleporter.
Spike planted.
Signature Sheriff, ever in hand, making his way over towards heaven.
See if he can get the timing here, but that is one thing RRQ had. Pretty good awareness of their flanks on the other side of the map.
With them both tucked in the lamps. Nothing more to do but watch both of the doorways here. As they get closer, that frenzy becomes a little bit more favored, but there's a headshot from Patman. Finds a lower HP member. The spike at the moment not planted here for Munyet. Grab to just try to slow them down. Some damage gonna be found, and there's the finisher. Was holding it in for the defuse. As they get it close, but not close enough. Paperrex now make their way up to double digits. Still, no pistols to be found here for RRQ.
It's just madness that Paperrex gets away with this. They've done this exact pistol round multiple times this stage, and somehow they get an even trade out of it. RRQ reads it the whole way. They've got both angles covered outside of A short. And still, Paperrex is just like, okay, well, you know, something falls back a bit. He's able to get another one. It's even trades the whole way through. Patman really showing up on the fade. The desk was talking about it. This is one of his best fade maps. A great block power there to check U-Haul.
Mereka bisa ngeras kayak begitu tapi dapat dua, bro.
Alex Holt. He got his smile. And as it says right there, the anti-eco conversion has been very clean, flawless for the side of Paperrex. Divide flashed up, just sticks around there in the corner, push forward out of the teleporter. Jing able to find one, looks for the second to drop down, the spike on the floor. Let's just go ahead and make it a 4K.
What the fuck is that Jing?
Off to the races here, looking to bring this to a very swift conclusion, as they're going to be seeking a bonus conversion to get up to map point.
Yeah, like the way Divide mostly plays this round. Being so quick to fall back, use that snake bite to buy himself a little bit of time, or at least make them weak. He gets one and jumps back in for another, but that's okay. Just a stinger there for Divide. So not too big of a loss at all, especially with the 4K from Jing, who is so good in those anti-eco rounds. Always seems to be putting up the big numbers.
Speaking of numbers.
Forsaken.
Oh, I mean, he's just absolutely screwed. Something tells me the smile on Alex's face has very quickly been wiped away.
Just a great haunt from Cushy. Catches both players, and Forsaken had already committed. He had no escape route at that point. They were just trying to see if they could get RRQ caught a bit off guard. Instead, RRQ was so ready for it. But again, Paperrex isn't showing much. They aren't showing things they haven't shown before. They're trying to hide a little bit, it feels like, on this map for champs.
He's forward, grabbing a crazy guy. Trying to set up the haunt here, but can't quite steady that spray, so crazy guy able to answer one back, and that's going to be a two-player advantage here for the side. Three-player advantage here for the side of RRQ. Flying up and over the top. Will find himself his 2,000th kill in VCT Pacific. And see if he can find a round win to take this up to map point.
Time ticking. Seems like they're just gonna play for the save. Divide's gonna hold for an exit. Let's see what RRQ wants to do. They've got three here in U-Haul. They might go for Link and put some pressure on Divide.
I think it's just gonna be cut back through the teleporter. Seems like nothing else really to be found here, but RRQ will rally back for a fourth round win. And critically, they do it in very clean fashion. So 4 weapons going to be carried over, allows them to start to accrue a little bit of an economy here.
Yeah. This time they're, again, just very ready for some of the play style that Paperrex shows. Again, brilliant haunt. No choice but to just try to jump around it there. It's Forsaken. Jemkin ready for Jing. Try to get aggressive out of the Astra smoke. And Divide, okay. Congratulations again, Divide. Your 2,000th kill.
Tangannya ditaruh bantal, bro.
What a stellar player he has been for so long for Paperrex.
Slide into them DMs, Finesse. Congratulate your boy.
Yeah.
I'll look to see if Paperrex can try to bring this one out to that map point. If RFQ going to be able to jumpstart the comeback engine a little bit sooner than they did yesterday. Whoa, Cushy going crazy as Xparrow able to find Jing at the same time. And once again, hot start in this round for the side of RRQ. One step in front of the other.
Ya elah, nggak ada yang kena
As well, just trying to go for these fights, and maybe it's a little bit overzealous, a little bit overconfidence from the side of Paperrex.
One enemy remaining.
Nothing more to do here. This is going to be a flawless, and this is exactly the kind of thing that you do not want to see if you're Alex sat backstage. These RQs start to build up that steam.
And they do it all the time, where they start running 8, 9 rounds in a row on you, and all of a sudden the map is over, and you're left scratching your head. How did they get that done? Where did this come from? And the attack side of the map, though, really does suit RRQ. You know, they also can play aggressive. They can also play fast-paced, and you just saw it there. You know, sure, Paperrex, that's what they're known for. That's what everybody talks about. W Gaming, RRQ,
Jason lagi
turn up the pace on you sometimes. You know, that's
lagi
something
turu,
that
guys.
crazy
Jason
guys
nanti guys
struggle
nyalanya map 2
when
map
we
3
saw
nggak sih
him
bro?
coming in as an IGL. But he started to kind of get better reads, more confidence, and just letting those duelists of his get in there and open up space. You know, obviously Manya not playing duelist on this map, but Jemkin, so good at getting in there and getting those kills for you. You can rely on your players. So much trust there. Is the buy going to be a little bit weak for Paperrex? Patman with just a Sheriff, Forsaken with a Bulldog. Half armors for everybody. One away from a showstopper though for Jing. Same with the Nightfall there for Cushy. A couple ults could come into play in this round. Jing wants to get that one and done. He loves that angle. You see it all the time from him. And he's so clean with it. He's got just great reactions.
Scout port from the stealth drone. Crazy guy trying to maybe draw some attention as Jing up and over the top is not going to be able to find that elimination. Cushy outdoes him, but then gets traded back. Forsaken just staying quiet. Tucked away here in the corner now, ready to go on the strike, and he's got 2 players lined up.
One enemy remaining.
And just like that, Monyet, last one. Trying to fight his way in an uphill battle. Jumps through the teleporter, makes the right read. Batman not in position to find an immediate punish here. May just be able to try to go ahead and get this spike planted. As the arrival from Patman gets ready to come through, but he does just have that Sheriff in hand. Can he find the timing? He absolutely does. Headshot comes through, and that's going to be Paperrex now. And finding their footing, getting up to map point.
Kalau beri jatuh mah masih oke, kalau berinya itu something
They want to
jangan.
get Forsaken into those hidden positions. Last time it was checked with a haunt by RRQ. This time it is not. And they pay the price. And Forsaken there sees that Yoru util and he thinks, I can get a timing on this, and he gets 2 out of it. Even though Jing goes down, something right there below to trade. It's a nice little setup for Paperrex in the beginning part of the round here. Monyet just not much he can do there. Such a difficult position to be in. Tough to get that read. Now Paperrex on to map point. 1 away here from taking the opening map of VCT Pacific 2025 Grand Finals. Couple of
Tapi
ults
Ascent lagi next
on
bro.
both sides. You get
Ascent next
close
guys.
to Patman's Nightfall, Forsaken's Orbital Strike as well. Yet has that Cosmic Divide. Cushy has a Nightfall. Ineffective on their defender side with those ultimates. And they turn that around. Jemkin finds the Dimensional Drift here as well. TP over. That's risky business.
Locating target.
Stealth drone might be able to get a spot here onto the Brimstone. And looks like the answer is going to be yes. Something finding Sparrow. Springs the body as well. He wants this map to be over.
I think Alex might tell him not to do that one again. Even though you assume Xfero's on his own.
20 kills established here for him. This crazy guy thinking better about pushing into the double stack and short cubby.
You want to try to figure out where Jing is.
Nightfall going to be sent, Forsaken TPing through, ignores behind the box, and it's going to be Jing. Take it down, holds his own, finds 2 kills, exit out of the Dimensional Drift, and Jemkin cleans up something. This is going to be a very nicely navigated around here for the side of RRQ.
2 orang itu nggak ready mulu bro.
For a little bit more. They need 6 in a row just to try to get this into overtime.
Yeah, both teams trying to find ways to get those hidden positions,
Ya, aman,
find
aman.
value. This time it's going to be Monyet for RRQ who gets the job done, anticipates the reswing.
One enemy remaining.
Clean with that Vandal, gets 3 kills in the round.
I think
looking to try to do some more damage here, but now
Kenapa
the
kalah
other
M mulu
side-
loh ini? Iya tahu cowok, ayo Jason, lu bisa nomor 1 M wise.
That's okay. You've got a bunch of ults here.
CTP.
Looking for some kind of trap there, I think, in market.
We've got 4 players on this side of the map. It's just Jing alone towards A.
You trying to bait them into hookah here?
Hard to say. Prowler forward. Forsaken just waiting here with his orbital strike at the ready.
This is unusual to say the least, and RRQ definitely feels the same. They are all of a sudden just very passive, scanning the map, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Stealth drone does get the spot on a Patman. Just pre-firing in case somebody was trying to play off of it.
They heard this teleport before. So they're still very wary about this potential crunch coming through. Looks like they are at least just going to be leaving Cushy around to peek in over towards this hookah position. Fine for the moment, dialed in on the angle.
I mean, you can orbital either side of the map from here. It gives you a lot of flexibility.
Another strike getting ready to come in. The flash connecting there on the Divine. He's going to be taken down. Forsaken killed as well. Nightfall now going to be called out. They're able to backpedal and avoid that. Now leaves something alone here versus 3. As RRQ makes their way forward here onto this site. Crazy guy going to be caught strafing something. Noting the one here into the corner, but he punches himself. It goes a little bit wider than he might have suspected, and it's Pharaoh. He'll end up being able to find one. Showstopper in, Cushy down. Monyet asked to do it all.
Oh no.
Nearly gets timing again there, but still is going to be able to find the first. Patman hits the floor. Tap on the defuse, but he is just not biting. Doesn't even have the audio, but he's just not believing in it now and hears it. Places out another star, looking for the concuss. The back pedal there from Jing, trying to escape. Frantically makes his way around the corner, has it held to half. He's right back in.
Impressive wiring.
And looks like he might just try to hold it and pray, but no. It's been baited off of it, and Jing, oh, he'll be able to find a kill. That's his 2,000th. But he will not be able to bring this map to its end. Monyet gets himself a Red Bull clutch to keep RRQ in bind.
You could just see Jing just constantly second-guessing where Monyet had moved to. He just never quite got the read until it was too late. He could have actually stuck that and gotten the defuse, gone for the pros don't fake moment. Forsaken sends his ult over into Octagon where there's nobody from RRQ. Some kind of set play there for Paperrex that just doesn't really work out.
One enemy remaining.
Monyet, so elusive. Still gets the job done.
And wow. Timeout call to come through here from the side of Paperrex.
Penyakit and respect musuh aduh
Wants
nih
this
namanya.
map to be over.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely have to like the confidence and the aggression that RRQ is coming through with. You need to stop that right now. You don't want to let that engine get roaring. As RRQ has shown that they have what it takes to consistently turn things around on maps, on series. Yeah, you need that train to be no brakes, full steam ahead here for Paperrex. Let's see what that timeout was talked about. Maybe just wants to kind of simplify things here for Paperrex. You know, you're getting a little too tricky. You're trying to go for these trick plays that are going to catch RRQ off guard. Or maybe you've just got a set trick play that you're thinking about with 3 players stacked outside of the B teleporter.
Time to jump.
Something does have an ult. You've got a bunch of sheriffs and a Bucky.
And it would be the most Paperrex way to bring a map to its end. Jemkin, however, dialed in on the angle. Haunt clear comes through, and it's just going to be a triple face. And it's Jing getting himself up to 2002. Takes him down, but it's not going to be recovered. So still just the sheriffs in hand.
Bring them down.
He ends something tagged up. 80 health between the two of them.
Left Jing all alone now. 3 players over towards the A site. Forsaken hoping that maybe it would be a change of direction for RRQ, but they're reading this nicely. Cuss there. Jing just going to tuck into the corner anyway.
He's going to continue just swooping around here, try to see if he intercepts anybody on a split push away from the rest of the pack, but RRQ playing together here. Because, I mean, something even with 11 HP, he has that dimensional drift, so still can find some usefulness here in the round.
Jing could grab a gun here. Get the upgrade
Playing around the world, but now being watched for here on this angle. Sparrow just jiggling on that corner for the moment, now backing away, maybe calling a brief little glimpse. He just joins in here with the rest of the team. On the approach, push forward, Forsaken draws at the Bucky fast enough and he survives with 5 health. Monyet now dead, Dimensional Drift goes into play. Jing tucking into a corner, gonna get caught off guard, it's Cushy. Comes up with 3 kills, draws on the shorty, and finds himself a fourth. But no cigar on that thrifty RRQ. They'll bring it now, the gap, just 4 rounds.
What a hold there from Cushy. I'd love to see this from his POV. Starts jumping up and down with the shorty in hand. He still finds the kill. I mean, a beautiful opener. Forsaken. A little bit of overzealous from Monyet. Oh, that turn from Cushy. Got the headshot, didn't need it, but style points all the same. He's up to 16 kills.
Something alone. Position going to be scouted. They're trying to seize him out. And he will be able to teleport out towards the safety as Jemkin goes teleporting forward. Eating a bit of friendly fire there. But Forsaken again. Playing here around the smokes. Able to find one. Jing gets another. Forsaken doubles up. But Monyet and Crazy Guy are able to answer back. The Armageddon sent the teleporter taken. Divide the first one ready to arrive here towards that B side. But this is going to be a little bit of a pump at the brakes here, it would seem. Maybe trying to make Paperrex think twice about this one.
They're just going to leave Patman back to watch Short A to make sure that there isn't another attempt at a wrap. There's still plenty of time on the clock here.
One enemy remaining.
Monyet dead. Crazy Guy asks now to do it all.
Tolong 3 guys, tolong guys.
He's only got 45 seconds to try to make a go of this. A salvo available. The only util to his name.
Patman still got his full util. If it comes to that, this is so difficult.
Something here
30
on the corner.
left.
Spots him out. 25 seconds now remaining.
Nice.
That's just going to be Divide on the crossfire from elbow to put him down. Solid attempt at a run back here, but Paperrex far too much of an advantage at the half. They close out Bind 13-8. As we get ready to go into Ascent.
What a start for Paperrex. Their attack side, fast and furious, classic W gaming to give themselves a huge lead.
Let's go, let's go. 1-0.
Yeah, got tripped up there. Certainly not what you want to be seeing here if you're a Paperrex fan. RRQ, it took them a while to activate yesterday, but if they're going to be able to do that a lot sooner here in this series, they might not have to rely on a reverse sweep to be able to find a victory. So a breath of relief for the Paperrex faithful as they're able to close out this opening map here, but Ascent has been polarizing to say the very least when it comes down to their play there. So curious to see how they're going to be faring against RRQ, who have very widely looked incredible on that map.
Yeah, no doubt this is going to be the map where RRQ needs to get a win if you kind of feel like they're going to have a chance in this series, but it certainly feels good for them. It should be a win for them. They're very good on that map. You know, they've had some stumbles here and there, but overall they've been more consistent, more impactful than Paperrex has, who seems to struggle to just frankly find even what comp they want to play on Ascent.
Yeah.
They're all over the place on it, so let's see what they got in store for us today.
I think that widely for RRQ fans shouldn't be too stressed out. I mean, obviously some great moments here from the individuals across the team. Xfero started off clutching, Cushy, continuing to look excellent here for this squad. But after yesterday, you have to have faith that they can always just ramp it up, turn it on at any particular moment. But now we're going to send it down and hear from the coach of Paperrex himself. It's Alex.
さあそしてこちらにはペーパーレックスからアレックスコーチにお越しいただいております。勝利おめでとうございます。
Good game for map 1.
さあ1マップ目振り返っていかがでしたか。
So how do you think about the map 1 so far?
Yeah, they came up with a new comp. You know, we know that Fnatic uses it, so we have watched it a little bit. It's good that we managed to adapt very fast, and I'm very glad that we got the first map.
まあチーム構成に関しては分かっていました。研究もしてきましたけれども、追い上げられたところしっかりと勝ち切ってくれてよかったです。
Hampir penyakit closing gila bang, jangan-jangan dong.
さあということでアレックスコーチありがとうございました。2マップ目を楽しみにしております。ありがとう。
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bind is definitely one of those maps that Paperrex is just really good at, and it's been a while since they figured it out, but I think throughout Stage 2, or even since Toronto, we've been seeing them adapt really well to this, and it didn't even matter that RRQ changed their comp.
Yeah, they love this map. They were ready for that comp swap, as we just heard from Coach Alex down on the stage, looking very comfortable. There's a reason why they want to start this best of 5 here on Bind, but for RRQ, all according to plan. They don't want to win map 1 anyway, right?
Yeah, look, Crazy Guy's fulfilling his promise, and we saw the stats speaking for themselves in the pre-show there. Teams that win the first map of a grand final don't always fare too well. You can see it there on your screen, though. I mean, previously 15-6 in opening duels. The majority of those coming from both something and G on the duelists.
Jam Kine lagi nggak nyala, tapi udah lumayan bisa mengimbangin, bro. Oh, Jam Kine nyala bahaya sih.
From both sides, it's been a lot of fun watching these teams play in the classic Paperrex or RRQ Southeast Asian style, where they're doing a lot of, I don't know, question mark sort of movements, but it works and it's fun to watch. Monyet as well, just absolutely being a menace there, having some mind games with Jing there near the end.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, he had some hit and miss moments on the Astra. He hasn't played it in a little while. It's something that's definitely within his wheelhouse, but being thrown onto the Astra for this comp, particularly on Bind, where, look, it is a little bit of a different style from RRQ compared to their double duelist. Sometimes he was caught in the Astra form, sometimes he was clutching up a Storm. So, look, a couple of hits there, but, you know, as we mentioned, RRQ comp swapping into this Binder map that they haven't had as much success on. You're going to expect a few things to go a little poorly, but you're going to expect some nice rounds as well.
Definitely. And we saw some really nice rounds from Something, who was on the Euro.
Yeah, I mean, he was once again starting this series very, very strong.
Tapi tetap sih guys, kalau Jam Kine nggak menyala bahaya, bro.
We see him pick up these
maksudnya kayak biasa aja ya, cuma kill 15, kill 14.
Big lead for Paperrex in the first half especially, and he just never slowed down.
He's the key, really, for them on the attacking side.
Kemarin BO5,
you can see
Jam
him getting
Kine
a lot
nyala,
of opening duels
aman
on
kan?
defense. He can sow the seeds of
Sama
a lot
SX Vero
of
nyala
question
kemarin ya,
marks.
2 kali 2 orang.
He can use the TP as well. He can gate crash everywhere. The other player, though, that we really want to highlight is Xfero, straight off the back of yesterday with multiple clutches on the board. He continued to deliver impact in the first map of this grand final.
I mean, he won them all 3 of their rounds in the defender half. Honestly, this is a 13-0 if he doesn't step up. So it's nice to see him starting strong, getting able to be clutching, get those multi-flags really flowing through him. I mean, that's what he's known for. That's what he needs to do for this team. And there's a long series left, so we need to see that more from him.
It's a really nice round from RRQ on their offense. TP out, they drone off the info line, and they're still holding in a deep vault, waiting for some aggression. That's where Something still wins that duel. That was the duel that they were looking to find. But RRQ still combo their ults very well to be able to convert a B site. I guess Execute doesn't even really end up in the post plant, just the dimensional drift and the Nightbot help them to crunch the site and win a really nice round in their offense. So you can see that once again, despite the fact that they really just did get crushed in the first half, courtesy of Something and Jing mostly, but the whole of Paperrex, they still had the potential to be able to come back on the offense with some really nice calling, despite the fact that they just swapped to this comp.
Yeah, they just swapped to this comp. A guy just flew in, a crazy guy just flew in at the same time.
Some guy, he's a chill guy, but he's just some guy.
I don't know, he might be a little crazy because he still performs really well, but only after map 1, which is probably why they're going to be pretty delighted to go into map 2 of Ascent. So if Paperrex is, the wheelhouse for Bind, and Ascent is going to be definitely that map for RRQ. Paperrex, like Paperthin was saying, they can't even decide on what comp they want to use.
For once, the map data graphic says it all. Paperrex, they don't like Ascent. They have never liked Ascent. They have played it a little bit during this year, even playing like a double or triple ENIAC comp on this map in the past. RRQ, they can't decide what they want to play on Ascent exactly. And they, despite the fact that they have actually had a fair bit of success, particularly in the THOR meta when Ascent came back into the map pool, they were one of the early adopters of this map. They still can't really decide what comp they want to play. In fact, even going back to that THOR comp.
Kalau RRQ kalah, Paperrex winner pertama lawan RRQ BO5.
That's a big thing, but that felt like a very targeted pick to me. Going to that THOR is very good at countering the chamber that we knew T1 were going to bring out. So I'm curious what they have cooked up today, if it's some deliberate counter or if they're going to go back to something that we've seen before. But who knows about what Paperrex are going to play? I mean, they hate this map.
Yeah, but it's curious. They could have banned Bind.
Yeah,
Ascent.
They had 2 bans.
Yeah,
they had 2 bans. They've left Ascent in. They knew it was going to come out. They know that that RRQ don't mind this map, so they've got to have had something prepped for this game.
Yeah, so I'm very
Duh,
curious
buat
why they
bocor
ended
anjing.
up doing that. Surely they've prepared something on Crow
ngopi
because
kalau
they're
ngopi tempat ya, guys.
Ascent, they've only won it like a handful of times and only once very convincingly when they used the meta back then. But I'm also curious what Ewok thinks going to Ascent. Does he think it's a trap? We'll have to hear from the man himself. We're going to send it down to the stage for a coach interview with Ewok.
さあこちらには RRQ から陽コーチにお越しいただいております。1試合目お疲れ様でした。
Thank you so much for your time.
さあそして粘り強さも見せましたけども2マップ目はセントどんな試合を見せてくれますか？
So your team showed us a lot of resilience on map 1, but you didn't quite make it through. But what are your expectations for map 2?
Map 2 a little bit more comfortable on Ascent. Of course, new comp today for Pemain. But yeah, a little bit comfort and we hope to play a little bit more together as a team and a little bit more discipline.
そうですね、
Tolong.
まあ第2マップに関しては自分たちが得意としているマップでもありますし、自分たちがもっとやりやすいプレーになると思いますので、しっかりとチーム一丸となってまとまったプレーをしたいと思います。
ありがとうございます。RRQ から陽コーチにお越しいただきました。Thank you。ありがとうございます。
These two coaches are so humble. Here they are in the grand finals, kicking everyone's butts, and they're like, oh, I guess we'll see how we'll do on Ascent or Bind, whatever map it is.
I mean, half the time RRQ go, yeah, we shouldn't have won that game. They've been like that forever, to be fair.
To be fair, it's good that they're calm, they're not over panicking, they're not overcorrecting. We know they don't like map 1 of, you know, every best of 5, every series, so...
Overrated.
Yeah, they can chill, and like I say, Ascent in theory should go their way. This is their kind of biggest comfort in this veto with how kind of poor Paperrex have been on in the past. But I really think this is a must-win game for them.
100%, but the question is, what are they going to play? Because they've been a little bit uncomfortable in terms of what comps they're bringing. They're playing bloody Teo on Ascent sometimes. Sometimes they're playing double duelers with like a Neon on Ascent. We've seen a lot of different looks from RRQ that are very non-standard. So the real question is, they've got all of these tools. What are the ones they're going to choose against a Paperrex who you have no idea what they're going to be bringing into this map?
I mean, maybe Paperrex will bring back out the triple duelist.
Yeah,
well, Talon did a long time ago.
Let's do it.
Tokyo special.
No triple duelist, but we're going to get something very interesting instead. From Jing on the stage.
100%. Paperrex starting out on defense here. They are going to play that single duelist, something just staying on that good form on the Yoru. But on the defense, playing this double senti, it's going to be very disruptive. It's something that RRQ are going to have to figure out on the fly on this attacking side.
Yeah, very much so. RRQ are sticking with that Teo. Are they the merchants? Are they not? Who knows? But we're coming to see.
Well, we'll have to wait and see how this turns out as we send it over to our casters.
RRQ, are you ready?
Paperrex 1, are you ready?
RRQ,
Paperrex 1, are you ready?
Itu kalau dia ngemain pasti rame banget anjing itu mereka.
DFM's ready, the fans are ready, and so too are we.
Rame banget anjing.
Let's go ahead and jump into our second map here in this best of 5. Paperrex leading with a win on Bind, but Ascent has been a thorn in their side. We'll get ready to see if they can find a victory there, put RRQ in another position where they would have to reverse sweep, or if RRQ will be able to draw us even, make it a 1-1 and extend this set into at least a 4th map.
This is obviously a little bit unexpected potentially from Paperrex, bringing the Sage back out. First time since last year. They've opted to run it here. Divide gets a spot and immediately hightails it out of there. Scoop of the orb there. Shock dart to clear the smoke. Something going a little bit fishing. Doesn't catch anything this go around. Change of direction here. Or RRQ looking to maybe just optimize orbs a little bit on the map if possible. Get the spot onto the player in the market. Patman there. Just going to be waiting it out. Responding with a little recon util of his own. Quickly destroyed though. He's going to be flushed out with that Teho util. Looks to be a pretty Aggressive hit towards market, but little does Paperrex know.
Missile deployed.
They're scaling at different parts
Missile
of the map, but they're
deployed.
rethinking their ideas here. So RRQ really trying to get as much info as they can. They know where Devi was. They know where Patman is. Now they need to try to figure the rest out.
Slow open paranoia here at the ready. Going to be thrown on the side. Just going to piece forward here through that smoke. But something now on the arrival. He's able to bring it back to parity with his death.
30 seconds left.
Found as we go to a 2v2. Door now shut.
Revealing.
Recon going to be sent. Big
Spike
reveal on the
planted.
crazy guy. Gun barrel spotted the drop down.
Player
Vanya
standing.
out from main, able to find one.
Enemy
Target
remaining.
rich environment though is Devi. Finds the first and he finds them both. 3 for 3 on pistols. Paperrex get the opener here on Ascent.
Oh, what a find for Devi. Bailing Paperrex out of what looked like it was going to be a win for RRQ, getting their first pistol, but no. Devi had other ideas. Nice little crossfire setup. Paperrex is trying to spring a trap, but every player from RRQ almost is there. Nice flash.
That first shot.
Yeah,
Enemy remaining.
unbelievable from something. The headshot into the body shot for Devi. The Sentinel player for Paperrex clutches up. It's going to be a Red Bull clutch for him. Judge, a couple Bulldogs, a Stinger, a Sheriff, all classics for RRQ. See what they can get done here.
Here's the tap of the orb. The paranoia going to be set. Connects on the 2 and Jing is able to collect Von Yet. They know that they've got another one contained there into the corner. Gate crash set to try to exit, but Crazy Guy similarly eating some damage here as he backpedals into Gelato.
Now Paperrex can just hold some of these aggressive positions. Force our, well, Forsaken just catches Crazy Guy there peeking out from top mid.
Standing ahead.
Ping reveal, something sticking around here. Judge at the ready, and that's going to be a 1, 2, 3 for him. Flawless round. Paperrex continuing to be perfect this stage in the anti-ecos.
Yeah, just great push and pull of the map there for Paperrex. You know, you take those early aggressive positions, use that paranoia off of the spike tap, set Jing up for the kill on Amanyet, then flush them over to the other side. And that's where something is going to be good for it with the judge. All right, easy money there for Paperrex. Soul viewing party, happy to see that as well. Full rifles here for RRQ, but I know that judge is going to be lurking somewhere.
Oh, Forsaken. It's going to be noted there. Solid little look back from Monyet. They know his shenanigans he can try to pull when he's playing that Omen. They're able to avoid catastrophe. He's had that ping reveal come through a little bit faster. Could have been a player, if not two, dead. As Patman's going to be flushed out. The stealth drone just going uncleared.
I just know
Portal closed.
nothing Patman could do. There was no real backup for him. Jing is going to set up the wall over at A, but RRQ actually going to double pump there. Jing switches over to that Vandal. Just going to use that now as a little bit of an information gathering tool. If it's cleared, which it will be relatively quickly with 3 players there. It's going to be a long rotate for the other two for Paperrex though. Jing all on his own. Has a slow orb, but let's see what they want to do. In fact, he's just backing off.
Here.
They're going full B read, and RRQ might be thinking the same.
This
30
is a hell
seconds
of a
left.
gamble from the side of Paperrex, and one that could end up being RRQ's undoing. Something in just around this corner. That judge could once again tear them asunder. Cushy on point here for the moment. Flash going to be sent slow orb out from market. Just trying to keep their eyes off this angle. The time is already going to be gone. 10 seconds. They're contained. They're cut down. They're all dead as the round gets rescued and bonus gets converted.
Let's go!
3-0 start for Paperrex here on RRQ's map pick.
And it's the Sage Wall from Jing that makes Paperrex think there might be a trap. There might be another layer to the defense, but there's not. And Paperrex reads it beautifully. They put so much aggression out at the beginning of the round.
One enemy
And it
remaining.
completely befuddled Crazy Guy and RRQ. Like you mentioned, One of those late rotations from RRQ where the time is ticking. One of those things that they kind of suffer from. Forsaken, oh my.
The pain shall continue. Monyet trying to find anything here, but Jing just bounding around, plants his feet, and plants a bullet right between the eyes. Blink and you miss it start.
Itu wall apa, Jing? Itu wall apa, Jing?
And now behind this wall. Spike free for the taking. It's Cushy. It's going to look to try to go up and over, but he misses the jump. Noise is made. Forsaken. Straight back down here to that low ground as Jing just backpedals away. And Forsaken, oh man, for a second. He really wanted to try to go for that knife. Doesn't.
Nice.
It's going to be another flawless here. Paperrex shutting down any attempts from RRQ to try to get themselves back into this one.
That any A main control that RRQ wants to establish just thwarted every time. Either you're getting a deep sage wall, you're getting that paranoia early, you're getting a deep smoke early that they're trying to scale off the back of. They're showing you different looks round over round, and it is giving RRQ fits. Jing just so aggressive there. Yeah, just sheriffs for RRQ, but still, they have shown that they're very capable of pulling off thrifties of their own, and an early timeout pulled here by RRQ.
That's a necessary one. Don't want to be put in a position where you have to go on a secret-esque run on your own map pick to try to run it back and be able to close it out. 0-4 to start. How do you try to get the players realigned, get them back into that groove that they were starting to find from behind, get them back into that groove that they were able to get into just yesterday?
Usap bang, usap kah biar seger kah?
It's going to be tough. I mean, you either have to have some set plays there.
Tiap Paperrex menang round kita usap 5 nggak sih guys?
To counter the aggression that Paperrex has been showing, or you just wait, you just take a pause.
Paperrex menang round kita usap 5 ya.
A lot of fans here for both teams. Yesterday we saw tons of support for both Talon and RRQ.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
biar segar, biar
the
segar.
histories here. Something and Jemkin both having previously played in the Japanese Tier 2 circuit, but something as well. I think right now showing how much he missed not being able to be here for Masters Tokyo all those years ago. He is looking to make up for lost time with the performances that he's put on so far in these opening maps.
Love the change up here from Paperrex. Just giving up that A main space, recognizing that that was something that RRQ had to respect. They were going to util dump in there. That you could just get some util out of them for free potentially. Just fall back a bit. Now they've got the Vice util over towards the A side as well. The dimensional drift here from something. The spot on him. Oh, they tried to set up for the paranoia.
Anybody else would have been a bit of an easier catch there, but Monyet just go ahead and TP out with Forsaken. Set up, finds one. That's a spike now dropped. Cushy locked out behind that vice wall for a brief little moment. Start with a nice entry. He's managed to cause some chaos as he strikes over by Market, but Forsaken swooping forward, finds Jemkin before the door gets shut. Looks for a little bit more. Monyet just managed to answer back with that kill. Now trying to get that spike plant. To be nigh impossible as the Vice counter spam is too damn good.
These multiple walls that this comp is going to bring to bear for Paperrex. This time it's the Vice wall that gives RRQ problems. It hadn't been there before. They don't anticipate that it's going to be used to cut off tree like that. And that's the spike down. Forsaken, Divide, just get aggressive. Sure, X-Pharaoh able to win one out on the flanks. Monyet tries to slow him down. There's no breaks here. Divide, just so good. A wry smile from the veteran.
He just continues to swing. I mean, it's just great moment-to-moment decision-making there from the side of Divide. That shock dart had just flown. This is okay. I'm going to swing. He might not have his weapon back out yet.
Look at this. They tried to bait for something here. They had 2 players behind that didn't get noticed by the drone. RRQ doesn't bite, though.
Bit of the wall. This gets him forward here to the mid-stairs, but the swing is getting ready to come in from top mid, but he still gets a spot on the one. There's the headshot, and he just gets out scot-free. No counter swing from Monyet. Even if there had been one, Patman certainly could have been able to collect. So there's the instant spot, the instant retreat. Swoop forward, Jemkin able to go ahead and finish off the job there on the Jing. Smoke starts to dissipate, things start to get a little bit scrambled.
Ya Allah!
Patman is in way too deep. going to be a potential weapon recovery here as Forsaken tries to defend it, but cannot do so for very long. Reposition into market as Moniet does get dropped. Just trying to hold his own, and no one checking in the market here. They didn't know where Forsaken went. He slips the net.
That's on the boss.
But he catches everyone on the side of RRQ.
Just a classic paranoia into a TP that your opponents just don't read. This is a great early follow-up. Okay, they don't fall
sesuai poin
for the
ronde.
bait.
Okay.
So you're just allowed to open up that space, and you have enough time before the TP dissipates that you can get out of there after getting the one and done. Beautiful from something to open the round. Forsaken, even better.
All made possible by the Susanto Brothers mouse, brought to you by Corsair.
Kalau 6 berarti, kalau 7 by 7 ya.
It's a bit hard to imitate what they do. Oh. Jemkin, aggressive TP there.
Deploying drone.
Nothing going to be seen from that drone. Just a quick little bit of the wall, little glimpse of Cushing, but can't find the dart there. Something scaling forward. He got around the corner. Now he is dead. Something just continues to be absolutely electric. Having not overstaying on the angle. Jing does. He swings out a little bit wider, loses his life for it. There's just going to be some wallbang attempts here. This time, Prince lent to this market angle. Flash does connect onto something. As the neural step will get the reveal. Question is, what does the pivot look like here from the side of RRQ? Looks like it's just going to be a backpedal to cut across through Cat.
They see A side is the weak side of the map. They're going to try to pressure that. It's going to be on a Forsaken paranoia already used early in the round.
And holding down the window position.
Spike down A.
Out eventually there, the wallbang shots connecting, but there's still an immense amount of damage dealt. Got an Armageddon. Forsaken drops down, swings around the back of Jen. And now Spike trapped here into the corner, revealed, dropped. Forsaken looks for the second, he will not be denied. Another big round here from the captain of the squad as Paperrex sail onward to his 7-0 scoreline.
He's just unbelievable, and they're so quick to react to this pivot. And it's Patman, Johnny on the spot. Comes up huge, crazy guy answers, but he never gets the read onto where Forsaken is, and Forsaken finds a perfect timing to check. Crazy guy isn't back, ready for him to be down by Jen. And just gonna out-duel X-Pharaoh at main.
12-1-0 at the moment here for something. Divine, Deathless, as Hunter's Fury opens up. Moniet is gonna take it down, but Forsaken, yet again, maybe an unexpected position should they try to scale forward. Given that you got 3 in main and 1 on Cat, seems like this A side is exactly where they're gonna look to go, but there's the reveal. Crossing the T's and dotting their eyes, but still, he's fighting back. He is still standing, still dominating. Another multi-frag round for Forsaken.
What the hell?
As RRQ cannot catch a break.
It's just unbelievable how on point they are right now. Right as the flash is popping, Jing already has the angle dialed in. They get the spot. They're using the salvos. Forsaken doesn't give a crap. He's just coming at you. And a great crossfire as well. Devi there. Helping out. Those two players working in tandem to force another timeout. The second one already for RRQ on their map pick of Ascent. A map that we all thought it should be kind of like Bind. It should just be RRQ coming in here. They're usually really good on their attacker side of the map. They can do a lot, but this is just a great read. I mean, this comp really has some legs here for Paperrex. The way that they can use those walls for information to set up traps. I mean, it helps when you have Forsaken and something playing out of their minds, but it's a lot more than that. They get good reads on the early parts of the round. They're able to make good rotations. They take aggressive space. They have all these little trap plays that they're trying to work off of. And they're trying to use that THOR against them sometimes.
Tapi masalahnya, ingat guys, ini map defender guys ya.
Such a good read here today.
We'll see bro. Dafai belum mati anjir, 8 round.
Now catching up. Tying the kill count.
Visant died.
Nope. 6-0-2. Looking for that undefined KDA.
Very passive.
Decent damage found on Cheskin as there's the headshot. Double face out of B main.
What, Dazon? What is that, Dazon?
It just feels like Paperrex have every perfect read. Reposition from Forsaken, does get caught off guard a little bit, but Jing is there as the second layer. Ensures that nothing is free. Divide, he'll ruin the deathless run. With the win streak in rounds, that is looking like there is no end in sight.
And just love the little adjustments from Paperrex. They're saying, okay, this round, let's just play for trades. You know, RRQ spreading the map here early. Obviously, it helps with Forsaken able to find one through the smokes, but got something clean with the op. And they're right there to trade out Forsaken at tree. They're right there to trade out that kill. Really good coordination being shown here. Now you've got a whole bunch of ults for Paperrex. RRQ does have the Armageddon, but Paperrex has everything in the kitchen sink, even the res.
Something sprints his way into Wine. Stealth drone will go ahead and flush him out. Up brings out. It's going to be a quick reposition, but it's exactly where he needs to be. Doesn't fall for the fake. Continues to swing. Continues to destroy. A second kill for something now. The paranoia lobbed in. Patman. He'll be the one to slide forward, occupy the space, double face in, and mow them all down.
Tuck in the corner there. Avoiding a spot. Should be dead to rights. Forsaken finds the final kill. 10 in a row to start Ascent for Paperrex. I'm in shock, frankly.
I'm as well. For RRQ, they've been here before. They've been able to run it back. For Paperrex, they've been here before. They've been able to nearly squander it. So it certainly isn't over until it's over. We all remember Lotus versus Liquid.
I try not to.
Now they have 5 ultimates. Just further bolster the arsenal here. Triple stack into B main. Cam set up behind to try to watch for it.
They're trying to scale forward. Again, using this util, drone for drone. I don't even think it have the spot into Patman necessarily, but here goes the dimensional drift for something. Same from Jemkin. Just gonna come down to a timing here.
We'll be able to get the safe exit, and yep, Patman going to be struck down. Cushy with a good kill. Something. Wait patiently in case there's this aggressive push forward into the smoke. Looks like, oh, I was going to say no intentions of that one yet.
Planted.
Does just get tucked into the corner here. Something. How fast can he be? Spots out one, but can't find it. Plays the anti-flash. A little bit of damage done there on the Jemkin, but cannot find that elimination. Now the Steel Gun going to be invested to the side of Divide. They're trying to get them forward into this one, but 3v5. Try to maintain the perfection here. As I think it attempted a wall boost, but ends up going awry. Spam forward some damage. Found the drop down into the side. Cushy able to hold his own for a second. Kills Divide. Collecting one more. Can't get it done there with that shorty. One yet repositions to back alley. Smoke falling, and it's going to be Cushy guiding them forward towards that first round win. RQ seeking a 2 and 10.5.
Just a bit of a misread here from Paperrex. They throw their dimensional drift, but Patman is left to his own devices at on the B site, and that just opens up so much space here for RRQ. And they're able to hold their line really nicely. Yeah, big sigh of relief there for Cushy. Things were getting out of control. Still didn't feel comfortable at times. Last round of the half. What is this?
Trying to see if somebody drops down on top of this thing?
Yeah, they're waiting for somebody up on the box. The smoke gives away enough that if somebody jumps up there, you could see him, I think. That's what he's looking for.
Well, they're not giving it to him. Something does get noted by the camera. Forced to reposition. They know exactly where he's gone as well, because Dart was not removed.
And they're gonna ping that down. Not sure if that's gonna be a, let's try to challenge this op, we've got a good plan for it, or just Let's maybe avoid that a bit. Doesn't have any more TP, except for that one.
Yeah, he had it set up. Lotus Fury now going to be opened up here from the side of Patman. Gets the tag on him on yet, putting him down to 70, but can't confirm the kill. Divide at the same time is going to be able to find Xpero. As the approach, the gate is shut. Push forward, just TPing on him. That's Cushy dead. And that's the half over. They let one slip, but they'll close it out with a flawless Paperrex. 11-1 as we swap sides.
Just destruction. And as Paperrex fans, you have to be so happy with what you're seeing on this map. This has been a weak point for Paperrex for a long, long time. And to see them be this dominant against a very good Ascent team has to make you think that going into Champions, that Paperrex is poised to make a deep run. A little bit of time.
Jangan jumawa, jangan jumawa.
Think about things. Wilson trying to get the fans hyped up there. Obviously, he's going to be supporting RRQ today, but he can't be feeling too great right now.
Certainly not. This is
Siapa itu?
rocky, to put it as lightly as humanly possible. It's good to see the interaction here. The co-streamers who traveled here to Tokyo with us.
And just what an unbelievable crowd. I mean, you said it earlier, packed house, not an empty seat. And the fans here just loving what they're seeing both days. So hyped for these teams. And every big moment, you can just feel it in the stadium. Just a gorgeous setup here. And, you know, must-win pistol, but so far RRQ hasn't been able to do that. They're going to be on this defender's side. Taking a little bit of aggressive positioning early, and Paperrex just spamming, anticipating that someone was going to try to push an angle or push through a smoke, but playing very cautiously, very safe. RRQ, heavy defensive stack over on the B side. Something just confirming info there. They're going to double down on this angle, though.
He himself tucked into the corner, but has the exit strategy set up, so he's able to get his way out of there. But in the meantime, Paperrex scaling forward, taking some space over here at A main. Paranoia considered. There's it. Just gonna go ahead, set up the wall to try to lock him out for the moment. Devi ready to linger forward.
They've got a double lurk on this.
Oh, just up and over the top. Gets some good damage down to Crazy Guy, but cannot collect that kill quite just yet. It's Jing now, mounting forward, but there's far too many targets around that corner, but Forsaken, he wants them all. He's able to find two. Jing gets involved, but Cushy cuts them all down the side. Too fast for him. The heal ticking. He goes up and over the top. 16 HP versus 18. And it's Jing with a Red Bull clutch to deny any hope. 12-1. 0-4 in pistols. RRQ going in for a forced buy to try to turn the tides around.
What a Red Bull clutch. And Jing showing the power of Sage on the pistol rounds. The wall there to add an extra layer to the tree door. The heal to give him the extra HP he needed to be able to come through with that. And the ult there again for Alex.
12, babi.
The smile has to be feeling great about what his team is doing on Ascent. Force up here for RRQ, but even then, it's only 2 Sheriffs and some Stingers. Something again, using that clone to try to get info, try to bait a reaction. Double stack around this corner. A little bit of an extra layer. No
Drone to flush it out.
There it goes.
Exit, leaves him by himself, but Xpero is able to strike. Gets himself a second, swaps to the classic, cannot find a third. Batman trades it back, and Jing trades it up. Has 2 of them line up. And once again, it's going to be Jing. Asked to get them over the line to try to bring this one to its conclusion. Salvo going to be sent over towards the back stairs, but Jing gets the plant, faces forward, and loses his life. 8 HP, the difference maker is RRQ. They will be able to get themselves a round win. First loss after a pistol for Paperrex here in stage 2.
It took a force buy and it took some trickery and some stinger magic. But Xvero able to step up big. Jing uses the wall to get up and over through the window. I don't know how Manyet gets two with that spray. Those stingers, crazy. Swap up to the Phantom, just barely. RRQ able to laugh it off a bit, but Jing's already got his res off of that. Big ult could come into play. Who knows? It's Paperrex, even on a thrifty. Something gonna tuck up inside of the smoke on the wall. Just a classic for him. Both him and Forsaken gonna be sitting on classics right now. And Paperrex at the beginning of these rounds, anticipating aggression from RRQ. They're looking to see if they can maybe catch that THOR drone or find some other opportunity to, you know, bait out some of that util, fall back a bit, figure out what they want to do off the back of that. Patman gonna use his drone.
Take flight.
Checks mid, finds that double stack, so not gonna fall for that trick. So now what do they want to do? It seems like they're anticipating that RRQ often changes direction when their positions like that have been revealed, but actually just kind of doubling down here on A. Ball goes up. Whoa, that was close.
Able to block it out in time. Still, though, getting onto the site itself, going to be a completely different story. As bounding forward goes something. He will get dropped. Patton with a nice shot is able to find one, but
one enemy remains.
Nothing more here. Aside from Devi with this Sheriff, still putting it to decent use. She just on the opposite side there. 15 HP. Ooh, swings in. Devi able to collect another. Suddenly says maybe I can make a go of it, but the time's not there, so.
10 seconds left.
Damage done to the economy.
Yeah, but needs to find a weapon or die in the most ideal of circumstances. So comes forward here into the site. He's gonna look to try to run somebody down, but Widely isn't finding anything. That's gonna be 3 rounds now built up here for the side of RRQ. And Devi not getting really any money, so.
It's kind of a weird one here. Not bad in terms of getting info for Paperrex, just superior firepower for RRQ. Working its magic. Now you've got, again, that res. You've also got Patman's ult available. So let's see what they want to do. Something to be slowed up by the salvos. TP pass, though, for Forsaken. He's getting a little bit aggressive. They're going to check wine. No player home for RRQ, and this is what Paperrex have been so wary of.
Patman's watching the under angle. Loses his head.
Mati bawah tuh dia.
Nothing going to be spotted there from the stealth drone. Another rocky start and an ult moved. Res potentially could come through, but now you've got Forsaken dead as well. Crazy guy able to find that champion. Gets himself a second, something will fall. Paperrex continuing to falter just a little bit. Looking like they might be surrendering 3 consecutive rounds here to RRQ. Once again, are starting to up the pace.
Yeah, you got to be... I would assume you'd be maybe thinking about the save already as Paperrex, but both players over here, Spike there. Thought for a moment they might make a go of it, opt to not clear the trip. Instead, just going to hold back
30
for the
seconds
time
left.
to tick. How much room is RRQ going to give them? A couple players on 0 credits, so send Cushy out. Manyet if you felt like it. Looks like they're just going to take their time and Devi just going to scoop up the orb. Xvero is going to hear that.
10
now
seconds
they start
left.
to push out a little bit, but
You're 1 away from a Neural, so don't mind going for the hunt, but the money just really isn't there.
that's just it.
But okay, spot out, flash connecting. We'll just have to back away, so the time will be bled out. RRQ will get up to 4, needing 8 more to go to try to push this into an overtime. What a comeback that would be. It's a bit too early to start believing in that.
For sure. just a little bit of a misread. This round, the patience paying off for RRQ.
Need to keep moving, bro.
Using that conditioning they've set in the early parts of the half where they weren't being aggressive, where they weren't pushing that space towards short A. And this time around, they go for it, and they profit. Great read.
You heard it right there, we need to keep moving. Whether that's just upward on the scoreboard or around the map, both would be correct. Thrown over the top, going to be cleared out. Tuck into pizza here from Jemkin. So all the utilities being dumped in. Paranoia crossover towards market, TP4, but now Jemkin striking, finding one. Something going to be taken down by Divine. Go ahead and answer back with a kill of his own.
Aduh, Son nggak
Now,
dapet.
but not much of it. This Forsaken will fall. And that's going to be player advantage now expounded upon by Cushy. Didn't anticipate the push forward, but draws the weapon
Apa sih
out.
kayak ngepikin bareng gitu, guys?
Reacting crazy guys from top mid with a backstab there onto Patman. Another round going their way. 7 now separating. Looks like it's going to be Paperrex calling a timeout just to try to get over the finish line.
Yeah, I fully agree with this since you still have
Closing
two in the
satu
back
doang,
pocket.
woi.
To see if you can end this now. Just playing around this tripwire setup. Right inside of the smoke there. Cushy out-dueling Jing. Something they could not seem to do on their attacker side. Rifling much cleaner, much more consistent here for RRQ. Paperrex wants to take some time to think about this. Kind of wonder if maybe you've just got a big execute set up one
Tuh
way or
Jason tadi
another.
kalau dapat tak monyet bisa menang tuh, sumpah.
Something where you can just throw the Hunter's Fury and maybe, you know, brute force your way. They should have enough money for a buy to Paperrex. You can use some of those ults. You know, Forsaken still has his as well. You could have some trickery off the back of that. You know how he likes to kind of come up with some creative ideas. Might set up a smoke somewhere unusual and try to TP into it. Catch your opponents off guard. Little things like that. There's even an FNS fan there.
Of course. Goes hand in hand with Paperrex these days.
It does.
Aduh. Guys,
Now,
let's go, guys.
get ready to refocus and go into this one. I mean, you have to think a lot of these fans probably were over at the Bakuhari Messi watching the matches. Might have been there to witness the incident that took place between Finesse's team and Paperrex. So
I do remember that one. We might have been there.
Might have been there. Well, yeah, might have had something to do with it. Drone in the spot, out on the 2.
Seem to want to try to create pressure mid again. Something, just barely gets around that corner, but Jemkin seems to have a good read, and he's got the kill.
Something dead. Cushy right there behind him, able to find Divide at the same time. Once again, rough start here for Paperrex.
Jingo, able to take out Crazy Guy.
Gives him a window back into this one, but you do have Jemkin here on the approach. Hunter's Fury going to be called through from Cushy, trying to cut them off here. Get a bit of a clutch on that entry. Jemkin out over the top, able to find one. Forsaken going to be taken out, but not before one yet falls.
Go to the res.
Initial drift now in play. The res is in play, but there you have it. Sparrow out over the top. And now they know exactly where the remaining 2 players are at.
Not ready. Cover going out.
It's a bit of a triple high-low setup here. Forsaken trying to reposition. Swaps the weapons, just 15 bullets remaining here. Bit of an off angle, and they're just not connecting onto the diffuser. Cushy's able to hold this one to completion. It's RRQ. They continue to persevere.
When you're finding these early round advantages, just phenomenal game sense from Jemkin. And the follow-up is there for Cushy, who remains so crisp here in this second half.
Enggak, ini nyeteknya jelek
I thought
banget,
maybe
bro.
this one was going to go bad when Manyet got taken down. Yeah, you can see he's frustrated with it too, trying to peek off of that Hunter's Fury, hoping that it'd flush someone out into the open.
Where's my team? Why do they run away?
I do not have the answers.
Nope, I got nothing for you this time, Alex.
Ultimate's still built up. Obviously, res used in the previous round to no avail. Let's see if they can find a little bit of a smoother start to this one.
Ayolah.
Perhaps Paperrex will be able to utilize some of these to try to get their way back into this one. Waiting here at the ready. Thorns though pop. Forces him away as the recon goes in. Leads a reveal onto the clone, but he'll get the shot. Jemkin opening up for one. Jing answering back. But Lanier now alongside Cushing pushing forward. Brings it down to just Patman remaining here in B main. Those ults are not going to be seen. Setting up another high-low, and that is going to be unbreakable. RRQ. 6 in a row now to bring this 5 away from taking this into overtime for Paperrex.
Satu lagi, bro.
It's got to be flashbacks to Masters Toronto starting to creep into their minds.
Well, this has got to be some kind of combination with the Dimensional Drift into a Hunter's Fury, into a Steel Garden. Like, get the info, get the reads, get the spots, clear some space, and get the plant down. But it's been tough. A lot of times it's been Jemkin who's able to get the kill before they're able to accelerate, but they're stacked up. Have to wait out the util a little bit. Have to be wary.
Next.
Here we go. Cutting through.
Mask on to start things off. Steel Garden now.
Oh, what
start
a hide.
things off, and has gotten the spot out onto him, but Jemkin also arriving there at boats. Shorty in hand, the cam gets that point-blank spot out onto Jing, up and over the top of the stage wall. Jemkin going to be taken down. Xfero back into the smoke. Forsaken is there, able to strike. Finds himself a second, and Crazy Guy cannot get it done.
That's it, simple.
Paperrex, they open the door a little bit. They shove RQ right back out.
You have to like what you're seeing from the defender side on that map. For Paperrex in that comp would make sense when you've got the double walls with the Sage and the Vice. But the attacker side seemingly needs a little bit of oil there to work the squeaks out, because it was a little shaky.
Struggle streak for a little bit there for Paperrex, but in the
Sabar. Capek Jing. Siapa ini? Siapa ini, bro?
Konnichiwa. Hello, Japan. Are you having a good time? I like to hear it. We're getting a good match right now. We're here in Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay, where the battle to become 2025 champions of VCT Pacific is unfolding right before your eyes. And here with us, we have broadcast worlds colliding. We've got Big Time from the global broadcast. And we have Redloff representing Japan. Hello.
Hello. 皆さん、世界のアナリストの初めての対談になるのかな。ビッグタイムとで小野さんに集まっていただきました。
Now you guys have been seeing each other a lot on screen, and this is the very first time you finally get to meet each other in person. And I know you've had so many burning questions over the course of the year. Big Time, do you have a question for Redloff?
さあ、初めての 直接こうやってお話しする機会になると思うので、ビッグタイムさんの方からレトロフさんに質問があるそうなので聞いてみましょう。
So I have to ask, for someone who's been involved in Japanese Valorant for such a long time, you've seen the ups, you've seen the downs. It's 2026, final of the year. We see Japan back on the international stage.
長年
I believe Japanese team.
長年に、ね、見てきた中で2026年がついに日本のチームが活躍するシーズンになるかということで、どのような思いがあるでしょうかという話でした。
はい、僕も日本のチームに期待しているので、来年こそは日本チームが頑張って、このステージにも、そしてマスターズにもチャンピオンズにも出場してくれるというのを信じています。
I have a big expectation on Team Japan for 2026. I believe they're going to get into the Masters and the Champions next year.
Well, I like the sound of that. I think that means we need to come back here again next year, huh? Big time.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah, the crowd here is awesome. Now, Retlov, do you have any questions for Big Time, our analyst?
I have so many questions for you.
たくさん質問があるそうです。
What do you focus on the most when analyzing a match?
I think whenever I watch Valorant, I always just focus on the minimap. So many players, so many teams can shoot really hard, but these are the best teams in the world. I want to see them when they win the rounds with their brain.
I see.
そうですね、アナリストの方からどういったところに集中して試合を見てるのかという質問だったんですけれども、
Iya ya, makanya nggak boleh jumawa, nggak boleh jumawa.
世界最高峰の試合、どのような動きをしているのか細かいところまで見ていただけたらいいと思います。
ありがとう。Thank you.
Spoken like a true coach, looking at that mini map there. Speaking of games, we got a grand finals on our hands. We've just finished Ascent. We had a bit of a surprise here. RRQ is normally very good on Ascent, but I want to ask you guys, who are your MVP picks for Ascent?
Me personally, I had to go with Forsaken.
Forsaken, Jason Susanto.
アセントの MVP は誰だと思いますか？
Something.
Ilya Petrov. Something is really something on that Euro. Can I ask you guys why these are your MVP picks?
For me, I felt like he was so good on the Omen, especially on that defender side. They so many multi-kills and they could not get into his sight.
ビッグタイムさんはフォーセイクンだとおっしゃってたんですけれども、このマップでキルを取りまくってオーメンで活躍していたので、そういったところから MVP に選びましたとのことでしたけども、どうですか？
やっぱアグレッシブなプレイで味方がすごくエントリーしやすそうだなというのを感じたので、やっぱりそういったところはスミス選手が軸になっているのかなと改めて思いましたね。
I think sometimes an MVP because he made everybody's entry so easy. That's why I chose him as an MVP.
All right, well, Ascent was a victory for Paperrex, but Lotus is up next in RRQ. And you know what? Pacific is no stranger to reverse sweeps. So I want to ask you guys about your predictions for Map 3. Big Time, let's start with you.
I've got to go with RRQ. We saw it yesterday. We saw the reverse sweep. Just when you think they're down and out, that's when they're at their strongest.
Oh, that's a good case. And how about you, Retla?
Paperrex.
ペーパーレックスですね、レトロフさんは。ビッグタイムはもう昨日の大逆転を見た RRQ を今日も期待しているとのことです。
Something
Alright, well, let's see what the audience
so
thinks,
something emang
Mizuko.
ACS
Who is
tinggi
going to
banget,
be
bro.
winning Map 3, huh?
ではマップ3次誰が勝つかの予想を皆さんにも聞きたいと思います。
Who thinks it's going to be RRQ winning Map 3?
RRQ だと思う人。
It's pretty good. And who thinks it's going to be Paperrex?
ペーパーレックスだと思う人。
Buset.
Okay. And who's just here for damn good Valorant?
バロラントを楽しんでる人。
That's what I like to hear. But I hear a lot of people supporting your prediction, Retlov or Paperrex, but we will just have to wait and see. We're going to dive into Lotus next for Map 3.
では次のマップはロータスです。皆さんお楽しみに。
Gila crowdnya sih, mantap banget bro. God damn. Kok dia lagi nonton? Oh, AE menang gak guys? Is that AE winning or AE losing bro? Wah, losing dia guys. Losing bro. Di kota ini lipi-lipi. Ini jasa bocor.
Anjay. Aduh, aku introvert gak bisa tahu. Guys, aku introvert guys.
Introvert dasmu introvert babi. Gue baru tahu guys. Si apa kan gue kemarin angkat anak ya yang di RP guys ya. Nggak, Poteo tuh anak orang penting juga ya, Poteo guys. Poteo tuh apa sih streamer gede juga di Hopefully guys. Baru tahu gue anjir. Jadi mereka ini kayaknya apa sih anak-anak Malaysia yang emang mainnya biasa di kota Hopefully guys. Poteo tuh kayaknya anaknya Yanto kah dia? Soalnya kelihatannya dia kelihatannya tuh orang penting juga di Hopefully, Cok. Kemarin tuh yang ngobrol sama gue ada Poteo. Poteo. Oh, yang orang Malay juga, bro. Kalau misalnya dia mau mah jadi anak kedua gue itu langsung tuh, adik kakak tuh. Tinggal biayain doang kan kalau punya adik bapak, guys. Jadi bapak tinggal membiayai, bro. Poteo anaknya SSD siapa guys? Ada gitu kayak OG ya, OG penting di Hopefully ya pasti ya. Pasti OG penting guys, yakin gue, nggak mungkin nggak. Pasti OG penting guys, yakin soalnya. Soalnya gede dia di Hopefully ternyata, kaget gue. Clean sweep turu kah bang Cio? Tidur turu guys, sumpah gue ngantuk banget. Turu sejam 2 jam lah ya, istirahat dulu guys. Like ngantuk banget gue, 2 menit lagi. OG TR Malay. TR Malay itu apa sih? Gak tau gue, Ji. Oh, di TR Malay ABR. Oh. Kalau di Hopefully apa ya? Hopefully kayak penting juga deh. Monjawir. TR cabang Malay bang. Oh. TR apa sih TR? Trickster ya, Trickster.
Sir, jangan lama-lama sir ngomongnya sir.
Duitnya banyak banget lah tuh. Duit anakku tuh udah sejuta bro.
Melanggar rules juga ya guys.
Mereka suruh beli mobil, awas saya lu ya, lu orang duit banyak kagak beli mobil, minta mobil gua mulu, babi gua ketok pala lu semua ya.
Ya kali gue pengen jadi polisi anjing, pusing jadi penjara aja gue udah pusing. Nggak jaga resto aja gue udah pusing ya. Apalagi disuruh gue untuk kayak aduh polisi.
Duit banyak liat guys. Duit pada banyak bro, minjem mobil minjem mulu babi, suruh beli mobil lah anjing, mobil cuman gope udah bagus mobilnya.
Buset, dari 9 kamu kerja? Kenapa ya habis energiku? Karena kebanyakan ngelayanin customer gak sih? Aduh, Roxo jauh banget ya ke kota. Kedua kemana ya? Lala bangun gak sih guys? Lala Lulu. Enggak. Gue pengen ngobrol sama ini deh.
Far dan Vito lagi marah-marahin Ai coba.
Nggak bangun.
Gue takut copyright guys, gak boleh soalnya.
Gue nggak tahu otaknya ditaruh di mana ya, jujur aja guys. Tuh otak ketinggalan di match kemarin, apa gimana dah? My God. My God. Insane, bro. Insane.
The side of Paperrex, as they will look to bring this final to a very swift conclusion.
Ooh, look at this. To the double duelist we go for RRQ. We haven't seen Lotus from them since Masters Toronto, since they lost to Fnatic on this map. Since then, it has widely been avoided, banned by them yesterday against Talon. And they are going to try something a little bit different.
Well, it needs to work. It needs to deliver, or else this series is going to come to its conclusion.
Konnichiwa minasan! Hajimemashite! Hajimemashite! どうぞよろしくお願いします。皆さん、Paperrex, let's go! My turn. RRQ, make some noise! Game start!
Some nice hype work there from our Indonesian co-streamers. Maybe not so much from Keren, but it's okay. A little bit mic shy, perhaps. But now, we get ready to go into this one and see if RRQ can take that first step, if they can get their first pistol of the series. Try to rewrite the tale that's been told so far here in this grand final. Pulled off a reverse sweep yesterday to do it back-to-back, to find back-to-back trophies. Well, it would just be something that we've never seen before.
Yeah,
no, the run has been incredible for RRQ. Sphero gonna be the one watching here, but this B site completely left open. It's kind of sending RRQ into a bit of a fact-finding mission, figuring out why exactly did they do this. Is there a trap? Not where they think it is.
Strike now planted. Sphero in around the back, but there's far too many targets. Ends up losing his life, but Monyet quickly is able to find Evai as well on the Vice.
Jumpkin's gonna hear this. He's gonna tuck into the corner.
Tuck to the corner, but it's like a little wider swing there from Patman. Keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Crazy guy taken down by Forsaken. There's now tight control here in their hands. Monyet trying to scale forward, shut down.
Nice.
Cushy cannot find it, and RQ cannot find a pistol to save their lives.
It's just so brutal. The way that they just cannot get it done, and they're so confused here. It takes them so long to plant the spike on B. Because why are they doing this? You know that Paperrex likes to do things like set up traps outside a C door, so you're kind of suspicious of that. Now they're able to get some trades. Paperrex, something there. Doing a great job just getting that crosshair right back onto the head. Gets the paranoia to help him out as well. And they're just coordinating so well. Paperrex, Judge, a Marshall, pretty low buy here in terms of overall weaponry. Oh, Forsaken.
Oh, Forsaken. You don't have to do this to them. Surely not. Turns, finds it the second.
High sense though.
This is Ching that got everything started up. Quick little jiggle peek out. And Ching will be able to get it done. Showstopper online, going into the bonus. It's a flawless from Paperrex.
Nanti lagi nih suaranya.
Just the way they play through each other. Jing, Forsaken just waiting. And then the bait and switch at the end. Forsaken uses the TP and Jing just goes barreling in. It's point blank. And they love to play it that way. These are such brutal rounds to lose, and RRQ has to get this one through.
Sate Jing menyala nggak sih?
Up there. A rifle does come into the hands of Patman. And already getting tagged up a bit is Jemkin.
Something with a Marshall. Prowler to try to guide the sightlines there, but something a little bit late on the swing. Not going to be able to find any catch there. He is scaling back forward. Reads the setup pretty well, avoids catastrophe, keeps himself alive, joins in with the rest of the squad over outside of Mound.
You want to figure out where the heck this judge is. That's the real concern. Usually it's behind the wall at B.
Speaking of walls at B, I mean, big change up here with the vice wall positioning.
That's really far forward. Is Jing going to try to ride this?
Certainly might.
Here.
That or just have the trip and send a showstopper to the other side. Prowler to lead the way. And swings out from the back of that one and will lose his life for the first time here on Lotus. Last back entry now from Monyet. Moves over towards connector. Poison orb set up here at backside.
Dia punya ulti padahal, guys.
That's going to be pretty firm control for the moment here for RRQ. Not far to the Corona, turns to the flash. Forsaken going to be taken down the push forward here in the reload. Monyet, an easy collection for him.
Punya ulti, Jo.
Looking like decent odds for their own flawless, and that will confirm it.
Dia nafsu, guys. Dia lempar granat, dia ulti dapat tuh minimal satu.
Huge win there for RRQ. Able to avoid that trick play. The Prowler, I think, just completely befuddles Jing. He can't really execute that set play the way he probably wanted to. And they just best him in the battle. And then they're just catching players one by one. So the flawless, big win there for RRQ. They need to keep it going. They need to have a big attacker side here. This is a sentinel-less comp for RRQ. They've moved away from that and opted for the double duelist.
Forsaken on the peak. Able to find Jemkin. That's one of
Jemkin mati.
the big danger guys down. Solid start to the round here from the side of Paperrex. So they look to try to maybe just funnel them in towards this operator. Jing though, ready and waiting at connector. It's smoke and cycle 4. The vice wall now changed up into a bit more default position. Will be tripped by Monyet.
This is kind of what you want as Paperrex. You love to force them over towards C, so Forsaken doubles down at the smoke over at long A. RRQ just trying to get a good grasp, trying to see if they can turn this one around a little bit. Paranoia misses.
Going to be exchanged. Eventually connects onto Monyet. Forsaken at 1 HP is able to find himself another shot as Crazy Guy hits the floor. Jing looking for the cleanup, and he has it. And just the one casualty. Just the one round for RRQ. Paperrex, they move up 3-1.
Man, Forsaken is just feeling it today. He has had some unbelievable moments. Just add this to the collection. Dodges that paranoia, gets his out there, eats the paint shells down to 1 HP, and then just ADS is in. And the crosshair is right where it needs to be. Don't lose your gear there, my friend.
Okay, momentum guys, ingat momentum. Relax, chill.
An issue. Right back into it we go. Want to find nothing over a tree. Just going to be Patman by himself for the moment here on this side of the map. It's going to be a heavy stack outside of Mound. As Forsaken just doing a jiggle TP play there.
It's just all about how fast you can scale here as RRQ. But it's taking a long time. Players are already rotating.
Nightbot going to go through, but it's not going to get a catch. It's going to come down. Patman now refilling that space. Might have been spotted up at Jemkin. It makes his way across over onto the site. Sees it send. Something caught. Something dead. It's Cushing. From something two critical kills. Looks for a third, but Jing able to get away from that one, but still needs an immense amount of damage. Now the drop down out of the smoke. Needs to devise demise.
Oh, si Jing ultinya dari tadi nggak dipakai-pakai, Jing.
Just not enough HP to even try to go for a showstopper play. So it looks like Paperrex making the call to save the two weapons that they still have in hand.
Xferro already on the slurk.
Just get caught in a little bit of a timing there. Forsaken able to find the jump. Does a little bit more damage here to the economy from the side of RRQ, stops it from really building up, but that's going to be them winning a second round win.
Yeah, this is just good read from RRQ, able to accelerate enough onto the site take. They're able to get that plant down relatively comfortably. They're able to deal with that double drop. It's going to get the op out of something's hands. And that's just round over basically from there. Paperrex had a decent read, but they couldn't quite get there in time, and they all opted to try to head towards heaven. And RRQ was able to shut that down nicely. Great stuff from Cushy. Throughout the seas even, doesn't get a catch. And something was trying to take the tight angle to peek. Drop down from Devi, not creating anything.
I don't think he has money.
So now, still have that showstopper, but starting to get close to Monyet's. One away for him.
Might just end up being a pretty big fight here. It's a util finally avoided here by both sides for the moment. Some spray damage. Monyet just been clipped there in the head by something right before he hits the ground.
That's brutal. It's going to remove a big ultimate, potential ultimate from the equation.
Devi trying to bait and play this one in. The Prowler gives up the jig here. Flashes out, he's trying to win this fight. Devi eventually is able to collect it. Cushy will get taken down. That's going to be the spike now dropped. You still have Devi lingering around. He's going to be good for a second. The backstab now coming through. As they just had no idea where Forsaken could be. And Xfero trying to enact his own lurk. He's now just going to slide silently, try to slide away towards this A side of the map to hold on to the weapon.
Yeah, I'd like to see Paperrex here just commit to defending this spike.
Okay, nice. Ini nggak ulti nih anjing, dari pertama dia udah bisa ulti padahal.
Just try to catch the lurk. You would expect that this is going to be a save from Xfero.
No way. Trying to play himself back into this
30
one.
seconds left.
Even with the heroics that he was putting up yesterday. This one just a bridge too far. It's going to be Paperrex. For now.
Ini dari sininya, guys.
They will get up 4-2.
This is one of those rounds where you're seeing the problem
dari sini nih,
not
dari sini.
having a sentinel,
Tuh.
like Xfero, able to at least take Forsaken down. But again, you don't have some of that ability to check your flanks without bodies. That opens up the map here for Paperrex to get that extra layer, to get Forsaken behind Jemkin. Something not going to find Xfero in time. Do have a couple ults though for RRQ. Try to get themselves within one round again. The early battle here. Last time, A main not contested at all by Paperrex, and an immediate call to pivot that to make sure that they're not giving up that space, because that retake didn't work, and Devi's just loving it.
Having a bit of a giggle.
Gue juga pengennya 60 FPS terus. Emang
the side of RRQ not as as near dire straits as they were on the previous map, but still not off to that solid start. You've opted to go for this double duelist.
Yeah.
So far, it's been a bit wishy-washy. Needing to see these rounds get racked up from this attacker side, because you know what Paperrex are going to be capable of once they swap it.
Exactly. I mean, this is almost a situation where you feel like you have to win out the rest of the rounds. That's why you're calling the timeout now. You've got to get them situated and make sure it happens right here, right now. Because even if you come out ahead 7-5 in this half, you shouldn't feel comfortable about that. Yeah. Who knows? But you absolutely normally wouldn't. And it's going to take some good, well-coordinated play. You know, those rubble fights might be something that's talked about in ways that you can win them even when they're contested by Paperrex. Things like that. Because Paperrex is just going to spam you down behind that toxic screen.
Let's go.
It's the Odin.
Oh boy, well, change up in the kit here, but so far damage widely going to be avoided. Quick little exit from back of the box as Forsaken continues to spam.
Who's next?
To go in for the long reload as now the mask goes on, and Jemkin goes storming forward, but something about the timing through that smoke. Immediately dispatches Monyet, and Crazy Guy's gonna suffer the same exact fate. Gets himself the third, looks to the fourth. Xfero will be able to come down to size, but still loses a chunk of his life for it. 47 remaining is up and over the top, Jing.
Tuh kan, kayak ultinya pelit banget tuh, udah ulti aja sih. Apa sih?
Suddenly finds himself a kill as well.
Ulti ada dipakai-pakai, Ji.
I mean, they have a bit available. And Xpero, he's going to invest it. They've been given a light at the end of the tunnel, and RRQ are sprinting right for it. Forsaken, just with a sense of it, finds the first, and now it all falls to Jemkin's shoulders. Trying to get this clutch. Looks for the first, but Forsaken
pelit banget, Cok. Anjing sumpah nggak tahu kenapa dah.
Denies the clutch away.
Dari round pertaruhan kedua loh, Cok.
5-2. RRQ continuing to just not be able to extract value from these timeout calls.
And it's just brutal because you lose that showstopper right off the rip. This is one of these traps that Paperrex loves to run. Wait a little bit, find the perfect moment, and then something doesn't just double down, he triples down. Jemkin, the fellow Yoru, trying to answer in kind, but it's just not enough. Unbelievable. Unbelievable from Forsaken. Just game sense through the roof. Maybe showing off his own mouse there a little bit.
Itu mau saya Jason
Mine works
tuh.
different.
Now into a thrifty attempt here. Double stack that nade, gonna find some value. Showstopper will not money it. Making that chair sing. Quick kills gonna be found for him. That Showstopper's still gonna be in the back pocket. Sends it. Just to escort the rest of the team forward here towards his A site. He has to play back. Give up the space here for the moment.
Aneh banget, sumpah.
In the try to right the ship, but yeah, that's decent chip damage found there on a crazy guy. A couple of these HP bars from RRQ. Broken down on Xpero. No longer watching the angle here at the moment. He's sprinting his way over towards Switch, and that's when something strikes. Finds the first. Quick little TP from behind the box here. Something going to be setting up the fake. Now doesn't have that dimensional drip at the ready. Should he want to try to invest it? Maybe should have. As he swings, he just gets taken down. Tap of the defuse. Machine here around the corner. Divide all alone. Finds the one. Transfers to the second, and suddenly he's in with a shout. But as he tries to get it up to half, Crazy Guy will be able to find him. And that's going to be a thrifty for RRQ to get themselves a third round win.
An answer right back by Monyet. After getting done dirty in the previous round, he finds two banger shots. Paperrex here makes a little bit of a positional error where they get stuck behind the box and they have to pull the ultimate to try to get out of it, and they just cannot.
Player standing.
Filthy stuff from Monyet. Devi almost finds a way, but had to try to stick it there. Time was dwindling.
Just enough of a gap. Be able to find that shot for Crazy Guy.
Orb snagged. Bucky, Sheriff, otherwise it's rifles. Get some ults though. C-site left open, but you got so much to play for retake here. You've got the drift, you've got the steel garden. There you go.
He's gonna send it right off the rip. Pink Shells to try to delay something. Jumping forward, and made from Monyet is able to find some value there. That's gonna be Devi taken down. They go bounding forward. Jemkin. This is back for one there on Forsaken. Spike is now dropped. Has to be scooped up here by Crazy Guy with the ultimate. But he's gonna be stuck over by Mound. Ooh, never mind. It's Paperrex, the one's getting trapped. Crazy Guy with two very clean shots. Puts him right back into the driver's seat. Denying the shenaniganry away from Paperrex, it would seem. Patman not able to get on the board quite just yet here in this map. Need to kill all three.
30 seconds left.
It's been a while since I had one of those classic Patman clutches.
Spike planted.
There's the first step.
Jeez.
Shadow
one more. It's got a decent bit of util here. The Haunt as well as the C's available to him. Tries to pre-fire the angle towards Jemkin, but
portal closed.
Be just a hair off being able to find it. Tries to fake, moving over towards the rope.
I'll find you.
Just backpedal. Giving up that space, letting him in for free. Trusting in their ability to set up a crossfire here, and there's the spam out. Flash gonna be lobbed in, and Jemkin will collect. RRQ, one away from tying this up, potentially being able to still gain the lead at the half.
Udah dapat itu balik aja nggak sih?
A bunch of ultimates out of Paperrex on that one, and it doesn't work out their way. Devi just misjudges the distance at which those shells are going to spread. Huge win here. This is a brilliant round from Crazy Guy. The TP to grab the spike into that double kill basically secures the round for them.
But because you don't know you know.
And you're on to an eco for Paperrex.
Player stack, so RRQ saying, okay, let's just sprint over towards this C site. Monyet, some clean movement. Devi eventually able to find a clean shot. Peeks in, looks for a little bit more, but it's just going to go into the shoulder of Crazy Guy. Still alive and well. Fast flood out around the back here through a main. Paperrex certainly have the odds stacked against them here. RRQ very well slated to tie things up.
Try to make a play off the door tap.
Face your fear.
Bunch of damage done. Something finally takes Crazy Guy out.
Reveal there at back box. Shipping on the reposition, but something on the jump. He's able to find the kill. Cushy given away by the Prowler. He's trying to push away forward, but the second going to be taken down. Patman on the peak, able to find Cushy. Brings it now into the 1v2 as Xparrow finds the first, finds the second. Third overall for the Red Bull clutch for Xparrow this weekend. As RRQ tie it up at 5-5.
Pemain kenapa ngeluarin senjata, Cok?
What a show Xparrow has been putting on here for the fans in Japan. Time after time, this guy seems to have the steadiest of hands. The Sheriff's doing work, putting in the damage here for Paperrex, but that's a great read by Xparrow onto Forsaken. Knew he was going to want to TP into his smoke. They're able to get a big win, tie it up 5-5 in the half. Need these next two to feel comfortable.
They're trying to get a rush play, but once again, it's just going to be RRQ this time. Full shove towards C. Goes in with the wings out the vice wall. Grouped up and ready to attack. Devi going to be spotted here around the back. Jimkin running out of time. Quickly backpedals away. It's his exit. It's tagged up. Monyet there on the re-peak. This has been finding a kill. The trade is there from Jing as he arrives. Crazy Guy now dead. Prowler gets a spot. Monyet tucks in, trying to reposition, but sees it down to all hell. It's losing his life, and now it's going to be a 2v4 to try to hold the line here for RRQ. There within the smoke, the Haunt not going into this one. Do they read this well? Can they hit their shots? Forsaken, clearly a good spotted onto Xparrow. Not quite sure how. We'll see it in the replay. But he gets that opening kill, causes a distraction, and Cushy loses his life.
Just great game sense from Devi, understanding the range of that dimensional drift, but sticks around a little too long. Maybe thinks that he has an angle where the flash isn't going to hit him when they try to go for the pop. But it does. They even throw a paranoia in there just to be safe, but then Jing right there to get a big kill. Spamming through the smoke, Patman takes Crazy Guy down.
Okay.
Did he see him?
I don't think he did.
Oh my god.
Listen.
Unless his jump peak pinged him on the minimap.
Let's go. 60 bang. Udah sih capek guys, sabar dulu lah.
At least going to be finding parity at the half, if not the lead itself. Something operator back in hand as Prowler goes on the hunt, but nothing going to be spotted quite just yet. The aggressive peek and still gets that shot on him on yet, but it's going to be operator down. As well as the dimensional drift not able to come into play. Barrow noted outside of B main, looking for the chase, the paranoia connecting, but he makes it back around the corner. Does get revealed, but he's just so damn far away, they can't chase him fast enough. Devi at the same time able to 1-1, but eventually gets flushed out, and now the C site plant gets ready to come through here for RRQ. Sparrow getting turned around, loses his life.
Nightfall showstopper.
The covered operator here for Crazy Guy. Trying to see if he can put up some necessary numbers, and he does! What a shot! Picks in, finds another, and it's up and over the top to Jason's demise! Crazy Guy, what a volley!
Switching sides.
Takes it off something's corpse and says, I can make use of that. What a play to tie it up!
He has had a couple incredible ones here on Lotus. This looked like it had Paperrex written all over it. Oh, what an angle he takes. It is crosshair placement right where it needs to be for that blast pack entry. And the third, right on the money.
Ini bro, anjir. Kenapa dia keluarin?
That is
ini bro, tinggal satu hit lagi
anjing. RRQ. 6-6. You're making it interesting, that's for sure.
I'm not sure what Forsaken's thinking. Trying to sprint into that angle. That's crazy guy on the other side. It's not Patty Tech. You're not going to win that one. That one, he's got the up. Of course, if you guys remember, it's the same. I'm trying to think of a word. Just the guys who love doing push-ups. Same guys from Masters Tokyo 2 years ago.
Gelo.
Getting the work in. Getting that exercise. Love to see it.
SJW di Jepang, guys. Banyak blundernya aja di Lotus hari ini, guys.
Struggle there.
Gotta work on that upper body strength a bit. Sun's got it going though. 2 push-ups per round. It felt like more than 12, but still some work to do here. 6 more needed.
They're trying to predict, you know? They're trying to say, like, this is how many more they're going to be able to get.
Yeah.
No, got to go all the way to 26. But 6-6 here at the half. RRQ still not being able to find any pistols. We'll see if they can change that, and that's a great start.
Aduh.
It's a big win for Jemkin.
Oh, and it's a dink on the Forsaken as well. 7 HP on the Omen now.
Mulai throwing, coy. Ini sumpah mulai throwing, guys.
But Jemkin is
Nggak tahu kenapa ini mulai throwing
to their
nih.
rules here. Continues to push forward, and this is a good amount of
Nggak pede gitu, guys, maju-majunya sekarang.
For the rest of the players, and now Jemkin is able to strike. Paperrex are completely boxed in.
They don't have much util.
2 orang mati begitu ya, bro, tanpa ada perawanan anjing.
Got a little bit of jings. But with 3 players there from RRQ, this should be very difficult to do.
Tripped across, tiny lick of damage. Barely a scratch. It's going to be a pivot into B. A linger here from Devi. This crossfire setup, if that smoke were to dissipate, it will certainly be his death. He's going to look to the timing with Monyet. Very clean with that ghost shot. Reload on the frenzy, reload on the classic. Double face. Nearly get double lined up. Distraction has opened up the A site for him. Patman now 1v3 to try to clutch this. Still a paint shell, still have a snake bite, a blind available to the side of RRQ. Surely this time around, this pistol will be theirs. First initial shots, taking him low, not taking him down though. Patman out of bullets. Is easy pickings for Monyet.
Tuh kalau dapat monyet bisa menang tuh sumpah.
Will be handed over to the defuse. That's halfway, over halfway, mind you, to that showstopper. And it's RRQ getting themselves in the lead.
Yeah, this is
the first time ever really in this series.
Yes, it is. And it's a big round from Jemkin. Starting to get clean, starting to get those mechanics just as sharp as their opponents. Monyet here.
Nice.
Diving down. Able to get Patman to run out of bullets with that Sheriff. So a bunch of Bulldogs and a Spectre for Crazy Guy. There is a little bit of a buy up here though. Jing goes for the half armor and the Bucky.
Buying down to 1,000. Really all in of them here as Jemkin going to be flashed up into the corner. They go jumping forward and Jing is just causing a distraction. He's just pushing right past him. He's playing like Jemkin did on Waylay yesterday on Sunset. Devi tries to do the same thing. Monyet will be able to find 2. Jing gets himself a weapon upgrade. Boombot gets a spot out. Pinned into a corner. Paranoid going to be sent, but he swings ahead of him. He's able to take him down. Something now with everything to do. Finds the first, drops, and cannot find the second. Jemkin will stand a little bit taller. He will go ahead, close out this round, and now have a 2-round advantage over Paperrex.
It's going to be similar scenes here for RRQ as to what we saw for Paperrex at the start of their defender side here on Lotus. They're going to have that showstopper available, but the weaponry is going to be weak. A couple of those Bulldogs still going to be there. Just love these bait and switches that Paperrex is bringing out today. Even though they don't get the round, it gives them that extra little oomph to do some more damage.
Dingnya kayak miss parah, Jo.
Themselves at least an opportunity to maybe get the thrifty, to make your opponent sweat a bit. The coaching staff for RRQ, Rob already sweating bullets.
Felt like a bit of a necessary one. Now they find themselves on the back foot, of course, as they go into the bonus. Just the 2 Bulldogs really to speak of, as well as a Sheriff.
Nice wall to watch the flank. But a lot of times Paperrex will just let something see what he can do here. Make moves off the back of that. Leave him to his own devices, potentially. But that's smoke. Double layered there. He's wary that somebody's in there, and they're going to set up the crossfire.
Oh, flash out. Looking for the transfer. Can't quite make that one happen. Patman's still going to be there to try to trade it back.
Getar banget coy, sumpah Batman coy.
Being able to find Sparrow. Tries to go ahead. Over top of that bite. Disrespects it and loses his life in the process. Down, but not yet out. Could potentially be doable here for them, but that's going to be some awkward timing. Some awkward shots. Completely, utterly runs out of bullets. Chicken's trading for. He's trying to trade from the crazy guy's right there as well. They double stack the stairs angle and suddenly Forsaken. So I'm wondering what the hell happened.
Tadi kencang begitu tiba hilang ini.
Position swoops out and cannot find either of them. The bonus converted. RRQ back on the horse. 3 rounds in a row here in this second half. Building up this lead.
Dongo banget anjing, sumpah dongo banget anjing.
For Paperrex. They're just all over the place trying to find these battles, trying to use their weapon advantage. They can't make a go of it. That was a great flash to at least make that crossfire less effective than it should have been.
Nembak itu nggak ada kena, guys.
But then they swing out for these battles one by one, and RRQ is just better. And some kind of mental mistakes from Paperrex. Divide there, running out of ammo. That's going to bring the timeout from Paperrex. They're first to the map. I think probably just to settle them down a bit. They're looking a little out of sorts. The crosshairs feel jittery a bit for Paperrex. Seems like now that they're getting close to that finish line, now that they're maybe going to get another trophy here in Pacific potentially, they need to kind of pump on the brakes a little bit. Now that adrenaline that they maybe had for the first map or two might be working against them a little bit. Need to see if you can get things squared away. Meanwhile, RRQ has been hiding this map all of stage 2. The first time out, little bit of a change, going for the double duelist. And you were worried about this defender side maybe, but they've made it look damn good so far. They've been able to keep themselves calm and collected, as we've seen time and time again. Again, this run they've been making here in the playoffs.
Gak tenang sama sekali, sumpah guys, aneh banget, sumpah guys.
Absolutely insane. They're looking to keep it extended.
To clear the haunt with the outlaw ringing out. They're just trying to put the fear really here into the hearts of Paperrex. No, who's holding on the other side? Well, there he goes. Finds Patman. RRQ look to try to get up to double digits.
Just took a little bit too long here.
And final bullet just about. One more left in the magazine as he goes for the reload. Defy able to creep his way forward here. As he swings that corner, the Outlaws on the other side, and Jemkin just too damn fast with it. Forsaken in something, a Sheriff and a Bucky. To go ahead and get the plan.
Enemy remaining.
Mine interrupted, and Forsaken was able to snipe him out of the sky. Well, he has his work cut out for him. Bit into the corner, paranoid, dead.
Nggak dilanjut plan sih bro, lumayan duitnya bro.
RRQ up to 10 as they look to send this over to Haven.
Starting to get a little worried.
Ayolah, bisa lah anjir. Saya habis bantai-bantai bro. Tajam-tajam guys.
See if they can catch Jemkin
bisa ini guys, bisa
Great
ya.
reaction from him.
Reset anjir, reset bro, reset bro. Attacknya jadi berantakan gini jir.
In terms of the poise that they're showing right now.
Mapai Dava tapi Mapainya turun guys.
Very good.
Apa lagi?
This is a big round in this map. It's going to be the operator for Jemkin. Goes for the shot, doesn't connect. Picks out the Prowler, trying to set up for Crazy Guy here.
They're just been showstopper to try to leave. A Crazy Guy going on scout, and he's able to find Jemkin. Gets rid of something. Divine able to find the one person scaling forward. Just Jemkin off guard, goes up and over the top, and now showstopper out. Not yet. It's point blank right there at his feet. Holds his zone! And decay does not matter! Monyet cuts him down to size! gets the 3K to get RRQ up to 11.
Saw Forsaken earlier with 1 HP, just hold the line. This time it's Monyet's turn. Just ridiculous. I thought Paperrex was going to check this box because I saw them do it on the other side of the map when they were going for a retake. They spammed through it and lit Crazy Guy up. This time they just forget. And it's so well handled.
Just a quick gentlemanly wave to his former teammates. There's something. Gets the spot out here onto the operator. Jimkin has a setup for the escape. Will not take it. Jinx is able to storm forward into the side, finds that kill. That's Jimkin down. Levi, however, alert Sparrow able to go ahead, note that flank. Nated in the corner, some damage to be found. Jing backpedaling something, positioning here at upper. Judge in hand, showstopper, ready to go. But
si Jing bingung banget, Cok. Aduh, kenapa sih? Sumpah ultinya 2 kali gak ada yang mati, bro.
Batman with 1. 3v3. Monyet still striking. Crazy Guy gets involved. The Odin ringing out. The Judge! He draws down to the knife!
Sumpah anjing gak jelas.
I think he thought he was gonna have an instant kill. Tries to go ahead and scoop up the weapon, but he completely botches it.
Push a button. Save the
And that's RRQ now. Up to
Sumpah.
map point, looking to send us to Haven. Where historically, you would favor them for that win.
No doubt about it. But it's a nice entry. This is a bit problematic for Devi. The lurks have not been going for him. Monyet just too clean right now. Just feeling it. Goodness, what a snap. Great backup from Crazy Guy. Gets down to 14 off that Judge shot. And something immediately threw up his hands.
And he saw it. I mean, Cushy, he couldn't believe it as well.
Aduh. Kasih momentum lagi, Cok, anjing lihat. Kalau dimasukin sih gua nggak tahu lagi tuh ya.
An angel on his shoulder in that round, I suppose. It's Jimkin scaling forward here, trying to rubble with that open hand, looking to get on a deeper line. Devi potentially going to be at risk as the Boombot will go in to try to scout him out. It's cleared. Something comes strafing in.
Polos ya. Atu-atu nih.
Just a TP into the corner. Jimkin.
Ngapain, Cok? Aneh banget, sumpah aneh banget Alil begitu, guys. Sumpah aneh banget
trying to
anjing.
extend this. Paperrex needs 6 in a row, and it just feels like there is no shot in hell.
Aneh banget, sumpah lu lihat anjir lari atu-atu, Cok.
Nightbot confirmed. Up and over the top, Jing. Snappy with the shot, is able to go ahead and take down Jimkin, but that's the first of many necessary steps to try to get back into this one. Forsaken's going to be in around the back, but Sparrow seems like he's got a beat on this one, and he's got the jump. Forsaken's been outdone. And that now leaves Jing and Patman scratching their heads, wondering what in the hell they can do.
Pit down, so he's
Aneh
going to
banget
try to
anjir,
pressure
Cok.
C.
Lari begitu, Cok.
Like Sparrow.
Jadi nggak aware sama sekali anjir. Aneh,
Makes it a little bit
aneh.
easier for them to fight. We'll go out to try to delay. Wait for the tap. Now Ascent. A little bit more of a shallow angle, so Spike does get into play.
Cuma 6, masa cuma 6 sih guys ya?
2v4 to try to extend this. Paperrex. Do they have it in this second half? It's completely gone away from them. Not a single round one, and there you have it. It's over. It's done. Not the series, but the map. This means we are sticking around for a little bit longer here in Tokyo. Haven's going to be coming up next.
Absolutely otherworldly from RRQ. A back and forth first half into perfection on their defender's side. The double duelist switch up is immaculate. It is exactly what the doctor ordered for RRQ. And this team continues to show you that they do not give up, that they are always fighting until the very end. They've still got some left.
Tinggal satu lagi, padahal terus mapnya map kuatnya Paperrex, Cok. Bingung gua kadang-kadang anjing. Satu lagi map kuat Paperrex, kayak susah banget, bro. Aneh anjir, sumpah. Aneh banget. Kalau mapnya map lemahnya nggak apa-apa dah. Map kuatnya, Cok, masalah. Aneh banget, Cok. Lihat Ascent bantai-bantai, Lotus dibantai, aneh banget tuh, udah aneh banget. Aneh. Aneh. Ayo lu awas lu sampai map ini map event jelek sih guys, tahu udah gua pusing malah gua. Sampai map Ascent dia main jelek, babi sih udah sih guys. Nggak tau lagi sih gua, Cok. Ngeliat Kodel dulu marah-marah. Bro sini bro. Kalah kah?
Coba kita cek pada anjing, ada gila-gilanya. Konsil.
Padahal gen gol tetap hancur turretnya.
7.
Beda dengan
Ternyata
orang sebelumnya.
Yasuke menolak kalah.
Yang
Ya Allah, kenapa?
2-0 guys. Nggak tahu aneh banget Paperrex sumpah mainnya kayak tai, Cok. Sama kali tadi main 2 map bagus banget anjing, tiba-tiba map ketiga habis half. Terkadang aneh.
Really good.
Yeah.
How's the show looking?
It's looking amazing.
Fantastic.
Actually, I want to ask you about the show. I have to say, Pacific, no bias, but maybe bias, I don't know, but we have the best grand finals every single year in Korea. Can I ask you, how do you guys keep improving it every year? What are you looking to improve and fix? And maybe, what are you most proud of?
I mean, the script, obviously.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Gotten better every year. That's correct. No, but on a serious note, I think you know, we try to make the event always more than just about the games, right? The games are important, but it should be about the whole experience. And so last year we tried having a musical performance with XG for the first time.
Yeah.
And this year I think we one-upped ourselves with Yuki Chiba's really amazing performance. And so that's something that we do every year. And then the other thing too is we just care so much about production quality.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of behind the scenes upgrades that some are visible, some are not, but obviously the stage is looking amazing. It's a beautiful.
Ada lasin lagi kok, Dewi nyalain Navari. Oh iya juga ya.
So I'm very proud of that too.
Just to add on to that really fast, how great is it to be able to take this show on the road and bring the finals here to Japan?
I mean, it's just incredible, right? I mean, look at these fans, you know, 9,000 people in the seats just cheering
9,000
and just showing a lot of support, and so it's just been a fantastic experience.
What's really cool is that this stadium is completely full, even though we're having, for the very first time, in all Southeast Asia finals. And I know in Korea, where we had our finals, we always had a Korean team. How are you feeling now? 3 teams in the finals.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, you know, I've always wanted to build a league that has a lot of, you know, regional representation and diversity and fierce competition between the regions. And we're finally seeing that here, you know, with the 3 SEA teams on top. And, you know, yeah, it's great to see the SEA teams really showing up and you know, finally proving their worth and, you know, making it great for the SEA fans.
It's so awesome that it's not just Paperrex. I have to be completely honest. It's great. And I want to talk about that growth actually here in Pacific. We've collected 3 back-to-back Masters Trophy on the stage, and they continue to be one of the favorites to win it all over in Champs. It could be any one of our 4 teams here. What is the Pacific X Factor? Why are our teams so good, and why do they keep getting better?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'm going to say is it feels really good to be the head of the best league in the world.
That makes you the best head, right?
And I'm sure it's,
Number
you know,
one.
a great feeling to be the best, you know, talent.
of the best league in the world, right?
By association, I love it.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. Like, it's probably just raw talent, right? We just have so much talent with our players. They have the aim, right? They have the creativity. They have, you know, just the ability to thrive in chaos. And I think those are the things that you get rewarded for in the game of Valorant. Valorant is a game that, you know, is like that. So I think we have the right players, and obviously teams have been amazing, and so.
Anjing lagi berantem cok, no hoki gitu. Bukan nggak hoki, Paperrex aja bodoh cok.
Where you remember like feeling really proud or like really enjoying one team winning.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, I've been waiting for that global win for a very long time, and when it finally happened with Gen G winning Masters Shanghai, I cried a little, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then it kept happening again and again, and I got used to it.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's, you know, we're the winningest league in the VCT right now, right? So no, but seriously, like, I mean, I'm so grateful, and really have to give it to the teams for making that happen for our league.
I think I cried all three, honestly. We're so good. We're so good. Now, we have a lot of really star lineups here, a lot of good players like we were just talking about, and we also have really good MVP awards here in Pacific. We had a really cool jacket from Ralph Lauren. We had a watch one year. Can you tease a little bit what the award might be this year, if we're allowed to know any hints at all?
Yeah, so it's something really something very expensive looking.
Oh,
it's
like that.
It's something that's been prepared by our partners in Pulsar. And so it's, you know, it's gonna be good quality.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
I think that's all I'm allowed to say.
Oh my gosh.
That's exciting.
I'm very excited.
It's very shiny.
Ooh.
Very shiny.
I'm excited to find out who the MVP will be.
Can I win the MVP?
I don't know.
I don't know if
I don't think so.
performance has been great today, honestly.
But if we could feed back, that would be great. If we could have a talent one where we all get something besides a laptop. You're already getting a laptop, bro. And I have to ask you, Jake, of course, your predictions. Do you think it's going to be an RRQ or Paperrex trophy lift today?
I told you the script is good.
Yeah.
I can't leak it yet.
Okay.
What I'll tell you is that I do love myself a comeback story.
Let's go.
We'll see if that happens.
Okay.
All right, I like that. And you're right, you always have good scripts here in Pacific. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Jake Shin.
Thank you.
Thank
you very
Jake.
much.
All right. That was really cool insights from Jake there, and we could see there were some hints into the MVP award. I got to see it. I wasn't allowed to see it. I accidentally stumbled upon it. I was like, what is this?
Oh, yeah.
And I was about to touch it, and they're like, no touching! And I was like, okay!
And then I was holding it, and then I don't know how it ended up in the cab with me back home. It was such
Berapa bang?
happening to me.
2-1 bro.
And you know what? One of the people who could be winning it today could be this guy right in front of us.
He's finally showing up once again. You know, we know this team slow starts, but Jemkin is heating up on this Yoru, going from strength to strength now, and looked fantastic on Lotus.
For sure. I mean, it is just a staple of RRQ, and even previously, when they did have some success on Lotus, when they did have some success playing these double initiator comps, it was off the back of Jemkin's Yoru, but it was also off the back of some big individual plays and clutches recently for RRQ, and a couple of them are in the highlights package here.
Man, there is no team more clutch than RRQ at this moment. Whenever they're in a deficit, they're not out. We saw it in the first Bloods. Paperrex were ahead, but RRQ still look dominant because they're so great when this round breaks down. This 3K from Crazy Guy? Oh my goodness.
This is how he made a name for himself many, many, many years ago, just running around with an op, you know, killing everybody. You absolutely love to see a bit of a throwback moment there from Crazy Guy, but more so, at least a fourth map and a dominant win there, at least for RRQ in this grand final after some maybe underwhelming maps there, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you know what? They did this yesterday, and RRQ,
Udah mulai belum sih, lama banget.
Both of these teams are such vibe teams. Since map 1, we saw something standing up, we saw Xpharaoh standing up, and I think if we continue to see them just leave their desk and stand up, I guess, they're going to be playing really well. And I think a big key here is seeing Monyet or Jemkin smile, and we are going to be going into Haven, and I think RRQ like Haven, especially compared to
I'm not
Paperrex.
gonna lie, I could seriously see the reverse sweep happening now. Like, I'm not even just like you know, try to build some kind of crazy storyline. We're talking about Haven. It's a map that historically Paperrex haven't really liked. They've only recently started to add it into their map pool and play it a little bit more, and it hasn't always looked clean with the Yoru Waylay that they're running. It's a map that RRQ has been playing for ages. And then you have Sunset as the decider. I could honestly see that going either way, but I won't deny it's been a very strong map for a long time for PRX, but I think this is where you have to win as RRQ, and you have to again win pretty convincingly.
Yeah, but we can see RRQ do like this map. They've picked it 4 times, played it 7. This is a standard staple of their map vetoes. Paperrex not so much. They've opted to ban it in the first half of the year, only really picking it up in stage 2.
Well, I'm really glad we're seeing double duelists, most likely on Haven if they continue playing the way they have been. I don't expect any changes with this. I think they both have a lot of things figured out here. The only thing is maybe anti-shredding each other a little bit.
Yeah, potentially so. I think it's going to be a good feeling for RRQ to play somewhat similar.
Nggak jelas kalah chat gue dimasukkan apa dimasuk waktu tunggu mana ada kocak.
Playing duelists, feeling nice and warmed up. Over on the side of PRX, it's a little bit of a different stylistic approach because let's not forget they are juggling the roles a little bit.
Kamu yang nggak jelas kali.
On the Omen, it'll be Forsaken Waylay if they do stick to this comp. It's a bit of an off-pick in terms of maybe the agents played less so the roles necessarily.
Tapi kalau dari pick win, picknya 4.
And a Waylay as well as the Vice is not a super popular choice of
play 3 kali, win 100%, 7 kali play 47%. 4 kali berarti dia menang ya?
I think that's what I do like about it, is it's very unique to Paperrex and it's very fitting of them. I feel like everybody is quite comfortable.
Moderator gua, lu kali kena Nightbot. Siapa suruh kena Nightbot?
Like they played double Senti Yoru comp on Ascent in their own style. They put Jing on the stage. You know, usually you would see Cypher Vice or Cypher as well as the Deadlock, for example. They're playing their own little adaptation, their own little style that will fit their comfort of their players.
Yeah, that's what
Kingdom
Paperrex
Jatka
does
mungkin
do
guys.
best, and I'm glad they managed to make it work over on Ascent, which was again very
Bums Gaming bukan moderator kocak.
And we were talking about predictions. You two both predicted for RRQ. That's definitely the minority prediction for today. How are you feeling now that we're going to map 4?
Feel good now.
Full reverse sweep.
I feel pretty good. It's actually happening the same way as it happened last time I predicted for them to win, which is they're winning the maps. I'm not expecting them to win.
I mean, I have to agree. It's hard to know who's going to take what here, but the big reason I went for RRQ is because
galak banget bang, ngantuk soalnya guys.
They love playing around with us. We're gonna lose. No, we're not. Like that's the
jam berapa tadi ya? Jam 7 tadi pagi. Jam 6-an.
More confident than I've ever felt.
Jam setengah 7 tidur guys pagi. Bangun jam 11. Bang, boleh kenapa aja enggak? Susanto.
I would not want to be an RRQ fan.
What do you mean? You are an RRQ fan.
I'm talking about sat in the arena cheering. We're serious analytical professionals. I can enjoy the game.
You're not. You are the most emotive person in the green room. You are literally like, oh, why? Like every single green room segment. So look, I'm looking forward to it. I wouldn't mind back-to-back reverse sweeps on top of back-to-back Pacific Championships, personally.
I know all of Indonesia must be extremely excited now.
Berak
the Derby Rex between the two Rexes here, and we are finally going to go into map 4. This is at minimum what we wanted. And Jigshin said he promised us an excellent script today, so I'll expect nothing but bangers here on Haven.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Over on the side of RRQ, they're sticking with what they know. Jemkin on that Yoru, Monyet on the Neon. We know Monyet loves to send it on this map. We've seen it time and time again. And the question really is, how are Paperrex going to counter it?
They're very comfortable on this defense. They love to aggress as the team. Look for them to crunch through mid and garage and look for something to go just as ballistic on defense as he did against Talon.
This is Alex's family who flew in from Singapore here. The 3 wearing the Paperrex jerseys, his mom and his aunt and uncle. They don't. The last time they were here was Masters Tokyo. I don't know if it's just Japan. Like
they must just love Japan.
But I can see why. The crowd is amazing. There are thousands of people in this arena right now cheering for one team or another.
Please dong, ngelawak dong, please.
Everyone was definitely just here for Valorant.
Oh yeah, I mean this crowd is going insane. And imagine if we get another map.
Tolong serius ya, tolong.
I can't even fathom how loud.
Tolong, kaki saya sakit.
I think there's potential for it for sure, but it comes down
tolong
to
ya.
how good is this attack versus Paperrex's defense for RRQ.
That is the question. All right, this destination is Haven as we send it back to our casters, Achilles and Paperthin.
RRQ taking us this far, fighting back and looking dominant in their own right. on Lotus. Now we go to their pick of Haven. The second round of the draft to try to see if they can once again push this to the limit, push us into a game 5, and look to pull off another reverse sweep.
This is a map that RRQ has shown just brilliant stuff on. A map where they've had big comebacks against the likes of Gen G, but it's a reinvigorated Paperrex on Haven, a map they had been avoiding like the plague. And they've got the Waylay in here with Forsaken, and it can be a difference maker. There's a camera out there, it's cleared. Patman getting spammed down a little bit. Full 5-man stack of RRQ making their way in towards A. 3-2 split.
Once again, had been left on an island. A little bit of faster rotations in here. Quick little jiggle peek out, and Paranoia is going to go crashing across.
Ya elah, apa sih lompat-lompat cepet.
Thorns go up. Side of the back though, still going to be able to find a kill for his troubles. As Ching, however, collects himself 4, looks for an ace, but runs out of bullets. Might not be able to get that one done, but it's still going to be the pistol going the way of Paperrex.
Oh wow! Jing just on the back of that site, alive for forever, and putting the classic to good use. Goodness, I thought when they got that catch, Patman not anticipating that the drone was going to be able to make the turn around that corner. They throw the Paranoia onto him, flush him out. Monyet gets in the mix.
Hampir AC, bro.
Just doing the work. Divide there.
Hampir ace ya, bro.
The last scraps.
Oke, mulai, senyum lagi.
Unbelievable start.
Something looking to be dialed in here on this angle. Monyet bounding forward, breaks the aim, gets his way up into the site, forces a quick exit here from something. Space going to be given up. Fire there on the approach.
This is not going to be easy.
No, it's not. Got a triple high-low just around the corner. Paranoia could break that, but for now they're just holding the line, maintaining the ranks. Forsaken gets a quick little lob in there on the saturate, but they've been held back. They'll just slow it up, but okay, never mind. Forsaken, that's one way to break it, I suppose.
Shit.
Just mow all down.
What the hell is that, bro?
Okay, RQ, they can do some serious damage from this position. Nope.
What the hell is that, bro?
None whatsoever. Flawless. 2 armor rebuys, perhaps. Because it's going to be a flawless anti-eco here from Paperrex against all odds.
It's a crazy good entry. Love the way they're using that fast lane to get Monyet through.
Apa itu, bro?
Just keeping something from being able to find the angles. Monyet just accelerating, but Forsaken just gets in the smoke and holds down the left mouse button and finds 3. Come on. He's got to get the energy going here again for Paperrex. Sputtered out a bit on Lotus. Time to reinvigorate yourselves, RRQ. With their anti-bonus. Full rifles available. Quick push out along A from 4 players of Paperrex, so going for the long angle here.
Nothing clear from that shock dart there. RQ still find themselves in the free site. Something rewrapping. Ooh, some free fire through that smoke. Jemkin does him dirty and nearly takes him down.
They're going to stack up for this.
One will lead the way. Back in through here. This time it certainly does feel a hell of a lot more impossible for them. Flash the tournament, crazy guy able to snap lock, finding 1, but can only peel back a singular kill. There's something left to his own devices alone here in the garage, down to 13 HP. So maybe an attempt at a swing and an exit frag, but won't be found. Monyet will strike him down. RRQ denying a bonus conversion.
Mau apa dia pasti? Dia something bro.
Once again early. Very clean fashion.
Yeah, just gambling a bit. Our Paperrex that they wouldn't go for C again. Yeah, but great read. Crazy guy. Feels like he's got the ability with this comp they have, especially with that Neon, to take advantage of that fast lane and the ability for Monyet to accelerate and clear the back of the C site. Make, if there's a sniper there, make them uncomfortable. So you have to respond by moving the Vice util over as Paperrex. To put the Vice wall up in the garage. Another aggressive push. Eye on his own.
Sees one, works his way forward there into the pass lane. He's able to go ahead and outread Jemkin, takes him down. And somehow has been able to tuck back over towards this A connector side. No punish found whatsoever. Swing coming in, however. Patman with covering fire. He's able to find Sparrow. Crazy guy going to be good for one, but that's about it. Similarly clean here from Paperrex. They shut down RRQ.
Yeah, it's just too much to handle. Once Paperrex gets through the long A side, unlike the previous round, they just keep going. And they good usage of the Fate Util there to get the check around the corner. Devi, I thought for a second he might think that's the clone and let it go.
Spike down mid.
Just great work here on the site. Just obscured from Monyet. Sees him go through and knows there's going to be a potential follow-up. Very well played by him.
Yes.
Needs to buy time for the rest of the forces.
Oh, Crazy guy nearly eliminated there. Free fire from something, just ripping him apart. Does have the regen shield behind it, so it's back up to a halfway decent position where he won't be one-tapped.
The pace of this match. It's been off the wall. You wouldn't expect any different. It's SEA Valorant. Gonna brawl with each other. Still though, wary of Paperrex trying to re-aggress this position. So they're gonna leave a couple players behind our RRQ. Make sure that any lurk attempted out of long A is dealt with. You've got the cam in short in sewers to make sure that's also accounted for. So this is looking pretty nice here. If they can read this C site being open. Crazy guy with just a sheriff, Monyet.
Ooh, just finds that timing. Considering the convergent paths there for a moment, but it seems like he's also not fully convinced that there's much more behind this Neon.
Because of that, Paperrex sends their reinforcements over to the A side. Ult here from Crazy Guy. Gonna stick it.
30 seconds left.
Heaven for a target. We've got two down here in the sewer, but unless they play into this, which at the moment the spike is getting ready to. This could be catastrophic. Patman able to find one. Now the arrival here from Jing up and over the top. Just when it starts to look halfway decent, it all comes down to Crazy Guy at 45 HP and just no time on his side.
10 seconds left.
Tripped out of the smoke. It'll become a little bit more costly here for the side of Paperrex, but this round is absolutely theirs. Packaged nicely. Wrapped up with a bow. Forsaken, I mean, I can't see it because the banner, but eventually he gets the kill. And he's going to have a little bit of extra fun afterward.
Aduh.
Paperrex on the warpath here.
Aduh. Tapi Jin top frag loh guys,
all
gitu
about
guys.
the timing here for them and getting the read after Monyet doesn't commit to the C hit. Forsaken immediately says, I bet they're going A, guys. Just hold the line over there. Crazy Guy, you know, using that TP to get some advantage, but everybody else just gets shut down on the site. It's all about the read for Paperrex there. You're gonna have an outlaw. Weak buy comes through for RRQ. Patman backed off of the angle. Dark plus the aggressive push.
They're fast to fill the space. You've already got 4 players from Paperrex poised here.
Get that one kill. You're gonna have that Neon ult. That's one of those difference makers in thrifty rounds. So you're gonna look to maybe go to the other side of the map and just grab the other ult, grab the other orb.
Could just play around the world here, but something on a peak. Gonna be able to find Cushy
Nice,
there.
nice. Para Bang Rindo, aku laporin kamu ke DPR.
One away from the Hunter's Fury, and Death will have that potentially into the next buy round, but so far it's been a bit of a rough go of it as Frack at the ready. Forsaken. Trying to get a little bit of shots through here, but gonna be able to find much otherwise.
Devi right around a corner. Patman was there, but they're thinking maybe A again. Wall's gonna give it away.
Need the brakes. 30 seconds left.
Smoke up here, more towards flat. Crazy Guy trying to work his way forward, ends up falling to the wayside as Forsaken finds himself a second kill. Goes up and over the top, plants his feet. Monyet will be able to go ahead and take him down, collects a weapon, but now is going to be completely utterly surrounded here within the smoke as he slides out, gets to his demise.
Baka kata temen gua, lu mau mimpin demo ya berak.
They're in cruise control. They haven't had to commit some of the big ults. They haven't had to use the convergent path just yet. Something's gonna bring an op out for this next round. He also has a dimensional trip. So, sniper to sniper for him. Forsaken does what he needs to. Yeah, it's a little ambitious there with the dash in. Levi, solid on the back end. 2 more kills from him.
Pusap lagi kok, ntar dulu guys masih.
Viewing party. still a little bit behind Paperrex there. Another early timeout for RRQ. They've had to do this every single map, every step of the way. On Lotus, they were eventually able to get it together. So Ewok has to get involved again. Needs to slow this Paperrex team down. Kind of curious if they just lean back more into C hits. It's kind of been the site that is left much less defended by Paperrex. So you might be able to find an opportunity, you know, if they slide something over there with the operator to take him down. We've already seen that they've have some good setups with their smokes. Make sure that he can't get good angles and at least force out the
Harus push up lagi kah biar seger, guys.
Ace Jemkin, please. Yeah. And X-Pharaoh the GOAT. I mean, so far this weekend, he's been pretty good.
It certainly has been. Paperrex fans very well aware. Self-aware, I should say.
Ooh, op here for Jemkin.
Yeah, and it's going to be Class Canada. And okay, finds the value. Great shutdown. Forsaken just fall through a flame. Straight in there. Loses his life. Patman going to be counter spammed out by Crazy Guy. And it's going to be the best start that RRQ have had for quite some time. No one on that A side of the map.
I almost feel like you're in a somewhat save situation as Paperrex, except you have plenty of money, so no reason to, but
got a couple critical ultimates coming through. Can anticipate that maybe the plank gets given over to Cushy, but you want to funnel more into X-Pharaoh, you're at least going to be able to get this dimensional drift out from Jemkin. Commits to that one, not wanting to take any chances here, it would seem. Jing pushing forward. Ooh, goes for the clone, tries to TP out. That's going to be him losing his life, and now suddenly something going to have to try to evacuate.
Flawless gak tuh bangsat?
Slowly be able to slide his way back in through the spawn. Try to keep himself alive, but RQ, the question is, do you go hunting?
I don't really think you need to in this situation. Not seeing anybody that needs an ult. The money's a little bit scuffed. You're better off just collecting your win here. May not be the biggest prize, but it's certainly a nice one. And it's just those early wins. Catching those isolated players of Paperrex out. Good read there, anticipating that maybe Forsaken was going to try to use that Waylay util to get aggressive. Hadn't seen it much past the pistol round. You know, because this is something that Paperrex showed early on this map, was sending Forsaken out. Either down like mid doors or C-long, and then just getting info and refracting, or maybe finding a single kill and refracting, like going for these little plays like that. This is just a nice read. Jemkin with a nice adjustment too. Then of course Patman just gets stuck in a corner as the fade. He doesn't have much in the way of util to escape and pays the price.
Well, critical round on to win there for the set of RRQ, but they still need to string many, many more together. Expecting them to be able to have that heavy impact here from this attacker side. Forsaken this time. No outward aggression, but still just trying to hold a line and will be able to do so. Gets himself a third, Cushy dead, Crazy Guy gone. That's just X-Pharaoh now. Hindered in the garage, trying to make an exit, but caught with knife in hand. Paperrex with a clean, swift response. Get themselves up to 6.
That's a heartbreaker for RRQ. No opportunity to get involved with like a Hunter's Fury or
lemas
something.
Gitu mukanya kok. Bukan lemes, Matt. Ngantuk banget gue, Matt. Anjing tidur jam 7, jam 11 udah bangun.
Cushy.
4 jam doang tidur, Matt.
Getting called out. He's weak, and Forsaken's just too clean with the crosshair placement. And he's had a couple of those rounds where he just shuts RRQ out. Dark dodge, but Prowler out, so you know he's down there now. Forsaken gone at the double doors.
Yeah, tries to go for a little bit of aggression outside of garage, and this time will go ahead and lose his life for it. It breaks a little bit more here on the back foot.
Nice util. Take flight over towards the A site. It's a hard read.
Kita kayak PRX menang nih, Bang. Iya, betul.
Both sides. Space being given up. But that wall right at the front of A main. Couple unusual positions there with where the Razor Thorns are set up.
Gate crash out all the way in towards the defender spawn, so can try to join in as quickly as humanly possible. But now it's going to be Yet sprinting forward, joined in by Jemkin TPing in. Flash goes in, Divide eventually able to collect that kill. Hunter Sphere now going to be opened up, looking for a tag here, but finally everybody able to go ahead and stray away from those bursts, so brings it now to a 4v4. The Steel Guards will look to go ahead and take away all the weapons, TP around into the back, and this isn't being read at all. Let's pay attention to it, crazy guy. He's ripping it apart. Something at the same time, already committing to Dimensional Drift, goes in for that one. Crazy guy finally going to be taken down. Survives, able to find that kill. But now, a 2v3. Everybody out here in main, and something only going to be good for the one. The spot out onto Xpharaoh, but no way to flush him into the open. He'll just do it himself.
Be smarter than that.
The 1v1, Monyet drifting across on shot to the shoulder. Divide trying to get the half, but Monyet can just continue to play games here on the corner. Gets the shutdown, gets the round win, gets the as RRQ get the 3.
Yeah, just nobody really in place for Paperrex quick enough, but Crazy Guy with another heads-up TP, another brilliant Omen play to shut this round down. If he's dealt with just a little bit sooner, if somebody had kind of figured it all out, maybe it's a different result.
It's fully suspected that he'd gone to, into heaven there on the A site. Teleported there earlier, but no, it's just out in the open. And anybody thought to just turn around. It would have been the cancel, or would have at least been the kill.
Neural theft now in Xpharaoh's hands. Forsaken's been sitting on his ult for quite some time. He is going to be pressured. Can't hide from the drone, but he has the Vice Wall there to cover him. So at least get that util exchange.
Papi, 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 pap.
Time to something. Has to set up the TP. Gonna be ready for this aggressive angle. Just depends on the recon dart. Oh,
that's because she's dead again.
Down A.
Rough going so far. Looks like it's not gonna stop here. This Jemkin has to do so very much. Forsaken is dialed in once again, holding the angle, final the shot instantly. And that's gonna be Crazy Guy just tucked away here in sewers.
Just not much to do, but try to save. Money's running dry for RRQ. They've invested in some ops.
Do they suss this out eventually is the question that I have.
30 seconds left.
You fanned out.
Patman
around all of the corpses you're checking in to spawn. It looks like Patman's starting to become suspicious, and oh yeah, they've got it sussed. Can they win? Yes, they can.
So much for their
quick little pivot, off carried over. Paperrex locking up a lead at the half. Looking for maybe another 9-3.
Now it's gotta be
ulti belum dipakai-pakai tuh.
RRQ. Something so good with the operator. Think back to just some of those dominant performances he has had, especially in this stage. He's gotten really comfortable with the way that he can push. Have that TP in the back pocket to get out if necessary, and he's willing to double down sometimes too. Bucky or Monyet doing his best Dombi impersonation.
Karena FPS terus emang iya guys, karena FPS terus bro.
Again to try to hold this line, cuts his way across that pass lane. Sights up towards the top, but too many targets are able to overwhelm him. The shot goes wide from something. Some damage dealt, looking for these kills here as the convergent paths to try to cut across onto all these players on the side of RRQ. Saddled into the site. The waylay entry, Forsaken still going to be able to find one. Finishes off Monyet, but loses his life, but that's going to be another weapon to recover potentially. G on the approach, find the first, cannot find the second. Jemkin into the corner, takes him down, but Patman now arrives here from main. The Seas locks him up. Something cuts him down. Close, but not close enough.
Tapi kalian merasanya ada frame drop dari kalian.
Stretch the lead.
That was wild, but having that convergent pass in the back pocket for so long finally finds a ton of value for Paperrex.
Last round in the
able to get that retake going, even with that Bucky there in the classic. Able to connect onto Forsaken. Divide just smothered, not much he can do. Madness from Forsaken. It's all right, they've got every angle covered. They're coming from all sides, our Paperrex.
Aman ya aku bang.
Sees in the corner. Paperrex.
Aman kan?
on the victory march, seemingly up 8-3. Tucked in the corners, Forsaken though. Just to get red.
Swinging out, looking to try to use that pass line against them, but Jemkin able to arrive, just gate crashing at the front of Plat there.
Menang kalah bro anjing.
Critical advantages found here for RRQ as they look to get themselves up to 4-round wins here at the half. Double stack towards backside now. Going to be displaced a little bit. It's Crazy Guy. Ready to send this paranoia on a timing net. It's going to slow up damn near everyone. Cover going out. Flash to set. Swing, the overwhelm. Jemkin going to be struck down. Haven't been able to find that kill. One more for something would give it a dimensional drift. Time starting to tick, but something going to be taken down. Crazy Guy, the quick peek from Garage. Watch them find it now. Just for another quick little teleport here, and the spike still not yet held at half on yet. Striking in from behind, 5 out of bullets to Team Ace, and a 4th-round victory. RQ rescuing as much as they can, but still find themselves in a critical deficit. Going into another critical pistol round.
Pressure has been on, and they've been able to respond so many times in stage 2. They're going to be able to keep digging into that well. Is it bottomless for RRQ? And these C hits look really, really nice on this attacker's side.
Okay, we got far, bro.
Forsaken there just trying to track targets. There's multiple that he's trying to get a beat on. Just can't quite get it there in time. It's a nice entry. Good execute from RRQ, but onto the other side. Work to do for sure, but they've been, at times, pretty good at this defender side. When you think back to, you know, versus T1, versus Nongshim, versus Gen G, they had runs where they were better on those sides of the map. Who's the happier coach yesterday?
I think there's an obvious choice.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Of course, a shout out to our lovely Korean commentators joining us over here.
Ada Rezi Bling aja.
Hello. Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
まあ知ってる方はね、マスターズ東京でも覚えてると思いますけども、さあ、今ねいい試合を見せてくれますけども、どの辺に注目してますか？
So what, which team are you rooting for and which aspect are you looking for the most for this match? Which team are you rooting for?
I think PRX. I want PRX to win just because one of the players are representing us, and I think that PRX is really strong right now, looking really strong.
今ペーパーレックスがすごくいい感じで試合運びしているので、そういったところにも注目しつつペーパーレックスを応援していました。
Okay, well, the players, it looks like they didn't want to wait. So it's like, you know what, let's just go right back into the action. So here we are. 20 seconds in. Nothing's happened quite just yet. A little bit of contact fighting, but no damage going to be suffered. Jemkin, quick little TP out from in front of a main.
Prowlers to check, and yet. Oh, something.
Cuts him down to size. 2 more as well. Over towards that C connector side. Kushi trying to push his way forward, trying to find a timing, but only finds a bullet. Forsaken. Oh, they won't give him an inch. They won't give him any way to get back in this one.
Let's go, guys. 3 more.
7-1 in pistols. A figure I never really thought I would be able to attribute to Paperrex.
Not this year. They're hitting the ghosts just on point. I mean, just one taps. Starting to feel good. Something watching that window angle. Great reads, great awareness. Paperrex.
MVP something, I guess.
By here from RRQ. I kind of had a consideration about it for a moment if they'd try it. Just it being 9-4. I feel like they can still get this done. Again, they're really good on their defender side on this map this year. They've bested a lot of teams. They'll put up 8-4s, 9-3s. They've done that.
Here.
Something all alone with a Marshall. 4 players right around the corner here. He might just
see what he can sell. And on the peak, he'll lose his life, gets the relay bolt out, but at the same time, the strike now gets ready to come through here onto the C site. So now full rotation having to come in from RRQ. do manage to go ahead and obviously collect the Marshal for themselves.
Don't miss me too much.
See if they can put it to any use. Forsaken, quick peek. It's a shutdown. Champion gone. Jing able to straight just past those shots, but Weaves hit so much damage. Patman is the finisher on a crazy guy. Cushy, dead. Looks for a little bit more. Monyet will be able to collect him there, but Spectre in hand, down to 28. Sparrow looking for a little bit more, but will not be able to find it. It's a good little run attempt from RRQ.
Tomorrow.
Up to 10 round wins.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird round for Paperrex. Something just feeling like, oh, maybe A's wide open. Maybe I can go for a lurk. Turns out there was a 4-stack there. Just love the way Forsaken plays that way. Like, great senses with that refract. Knows he can't stick around for more. Patman able to double down at window. Devi ready from Monyet there. Just barely winning that battle against the Marshal. Came off of their fallen teammate. Devi's got an op this early. What is going on?
It's just dead there at the bottom of sewers. Monyet able to stabilize behind one, but now Cushy taken down the waylay. Shutdown. It's a great little pivot turn from Monyet, but he's just all alone. He's overwhelmed, and he just cannot hold the line. Falls now. If something looks to try to explore over towards this C side of the map. Can I get my head under that? No, you cannot.
Cutting through.
That drums up some interest and starts having eyes shifted over. Crazy guy, Xfero playing split apart, not playing together.
That's just it. Kind of second guessing themselves, our Paperrex here, because of that tripwire. Looking for a trap potentially. That was actually left open, but this gives Crazy Guy the opportunity to get back in. Maybe plant his feet. Do have some util here to clear this. Got the haunt. Crazy Guy dodges it. The one way.
Trying to pop the one way, but they just jump right through it, plant their feet, and find the headshot.
Let's go.
Spike planted.
Cannot be the hero that RRQ so desperately needed. Nor can Xfero. They needed him to hold on to this weapon. So tucked in heaven he shall stay, but Paperrex, they're going to be 2 away from closing this out in 3-1 fashion.
I just love the way that they're willing to get aggressive with the waylay. Even if it doesn't get them to kill, it's breaking angles and making it nearly impossible for their opponents to do anything about it. And the scoop up of the op for Devi works a treat. Able to play in tandem off of the selfless players. Jing and Forsaken happy to get scrappy, to get involved in the mix. Devi follows up. Something as that Yoru, looking for those lurks, trying to press the extremities of the map, looking for that open space, ends up being able to identify it. It takes a little while, but he gets the job done. Nice push up here from Monyet, but he's just overwhelmed. Again, Devi, that op, able to provide that long-range covering fire. It's got to feel good.
Let's go, guys.
Nightfall coming in here, one away from a convergent pass. Weaponry not so great for RRQ.
Something trying to go on that little jump peek, trying to bail out as soon as he sees Monyet, but Cushy hits a nice headshot. Using the player advantage to start things off. Cam not going to be cleared quite just yet. Sparrow still having that to be able to toggle. To bound forward, the quick refract. Gets himself out of dodge. Sparrow, however, able to go ahead and expound on that lead. Maintain it as Patman does fall, but Forsaken just goes up and over the top of the box and now brings it back to parity. A 3v3 RRQ. Needing the retake, needing to scramble and get their players into positions.
Forsaken's got his ult. Just really smother out any kind of alley retake attempt. Just buying time.
Love to be able to get that wallbang shot. Forsaken has the ult at the ready, and that has them scrambling back. Now look at them trying to flood their way back forward here into this one. Jing gone. 3v2. Forsaken displaced, and the shot is whipped. Cushy, the starter and the finisher here in this round, keeps RRQ afloat and denies match point away from Paperrex.
Jing kena kah? Wah, Jing kocak banget anjing.
It's a great read. Paperrex there, not able to hold the line. That opener onto something very brutal. Jing reads the corner. Just spamming through. Jing get hit by Forsaken? I don't know, that was weird. He didn't react as quickly as I thought he would.
I think he...
What is he doing in his stupid kid?
See, yes, I think that he was indeed inside of it and got slowed down, so...
I thought something looked off.
Oh, and his mother's in the audience. Alex is going to get a talking to. All up and over the top. Paperrex not looking to skip a beat, not looking to have that previous round result affect them at all. Let's try to shrug this one off. Cushy, however, on the hunt. Sends out the ultimate. Gets a tag, but no kill. Nightfall available for a post plant.
Spike planted.
There's the slow. There's an elimination. Forsaken opening things up, gets a dink. Cushy still able to hold his own, but Jing refills that space and is able to take him down. Patman forward into the cage, deals with Sparrow and Spaniet.
Nice.
He's only allowed to find the one. Defy is there. Shutting down the Neon. The Neon has to be saved. The previous round, great, but this one, an absolute disaster as Jemkin frantically tries to hold on to this operator, but he doesn't know which way to look, and Jing is arriving. He's found him, and he has denied RRQ absolutely everything. Paperrex are up to series point, as RRQ would need to run back 7 in a row.
Just may be their time again to find that third trophy. Brilliant stuff from Forsaken. Pushing that angle, gets the backup. You know, Monyet pops the ult, but it's just too little too late. Paperrex was already on top of him. And it's gonna have to be what might be the last time out for RRQ here.
It seems so very likely. 7 in a row. They've been able to pick up the pace in the previous maps, but it feels like the full weight of the weekend. Crazy guy flying in last minute, barely being able to attend. Playing a full 5-map set, pulling off a reverse sweep not even 24 hours ago. Not having any bans to your name coming into this, it just feels like it's all stacked against them here.
I mean, you still have to just love what you've seen from RRQ here in stage 2 after a rough go of it.
Their entire run through this lower bracket
it's been
has
insane.
Been absolutely incredible to witness.
It's just comeback after comeback. Resilience is what the R might actually stand for in RRQ.
Can we do the champion, guys?
I mean, again, after a tough
Kalau kita
loss
bisa berhasil, puji Tuhan dikasih rezeki piala kedua di season ini, guys. Champion, then.
A cut above.
They are all
Tamat. Treble.
Death ball getting ready to storm the C site. Sparrow immediately backpedaling, having to give up the space. One of the 3 that has a rifle in hand. RQ quickly getting clustered up. Ready to try to pull off a daring retake, but the weaponry just isn't really there behind these players. Paperrex, they want to fight forward. The flash is in, but Monyet sprays down 2. The Stinger bringing out Cushy from Garage. Batman's head off, but Devi still has the operator, and he's able to find one. Jing backpedals away. Jing now in their spawn, trying to signal his smoke, but he needs Devi to be able to hold this line. Tap the defuse, not yet held to half. The swing around for the back, and Sparrow has it noted. RRQ. The timeout works for at least one more. They'll collect the up for their own devices, and they will go ahead and bring the gap now to 6 rounds separating.
Just like we saw in Ascent, the Stingers are going to give some hope for RRQ, keep them alive. But is it going to be enough? So many more rounds to go. Such a hill to climb, and they just line up for Monyet there. Stacked right in front of each other. Next Pharaoh, great awareness. Jinx still almost wins it. Gets him down to 8 HP.
There.
We go again. It's going to be a weak buy. Devi, the only one with a rifle. Operator for Jemkin. A couple big ults there as well. Just spamming that angle off the smoke pop. Seeing if anything go their way. Looks like another B hit going to be attempted.
And right into the smoke and right into the grave. Forsaken taken down. This crazy guy is more than ready for that. He's setting ready to fly. Jinx teleport being heard. finding the kill, the turn back by now, going to be taken down. As it is just something locked away. Clears the trip, jumps back out into mid to try to see if he can find any damage whatsoever.
Nggak di plan anjing.
There's no way he's finding a round win here.
Oh, absolutely not.
.180 spread here. The players peek back through. Crazy guy will put it down.
Plan dulu nggak sih, bro?
RRQ, the gap now brought to 5.
Mau do it.
Okay. Big round now for both teams.
That timeout call, it looks like from Paperrex.
Yeah, they want to talk about this a little bit. Again, there's big ults in play on both sides. That's something that needs to be considered.
One enemy.
Just great reactions from RRQ in this one. They're just right in the right places to shut down this B hit. They're coming from a bunch of different angles. Yeah, for sure. Need to get things sorted a bit for Paperrex. Had a bit of a tough time on some of these post-plant defenses, and this round can't even get it there. And you can't give RRQ any chances, any hope. They are a momentum team. It seems like once they get it going, just like the juggernaut, just unstoppable.
Ya Allah.
Doing their best impressions.
I think Alex might have more fans in this audience than most of the other players.
Very possible. Been around the block in esports for quite some time, but timeout call from Paperrex. Still have one more in the back pocket in case this gap ends up getting closed even more.
Tapi Jason kalau MVP lagi sih dia harusnya MVP ya, 2 kali MVP berarti kan.
Rounds is what's necessary for RRQ to try to take this into overtime if they want to extend this all the way to that map 5. So the game plan looks like it's Jing. Aggressive TB forward, and Crazy Guy is not ready for this at all.
Satu.
He's able to strike first. He slides right back out. Moniette trying to close the gap, but there's a smoke right there waiting for him. So nothing to be spotted.
So it's all just a setup for a pick early. Spike was down. This gives them the opportunity to use the dimensional drift, get the info on where the players are. Jemkin immediately responds with a TP. Wants to have that safety.
They're not swinging until they get this information. Now something forward here into the Thunder Cage. Tries to get the pop there. Ends up getting taken down. Next barrel with the shorty. Drawn out. Finds something. Looks for a little bit more. But first pump ends up going a little bit wide. Moniette now arriving around the back. The way like
Nice.
fight him off. Forsaken comes up with a kill. And Jemkin has to now do it all. A 1v3 with the operator in hand. He gets the first. Can he find more? Sees. Not avoided. Takes him to 1. Continuing to scale. A massive just flight peek from Forsaken. Spots him, but Jemkin says, yes, my presence is known. But eventually he's taken down. 13-7. 3-1 in the series. Paperrex are once again your VCT Pacific champions. Their 3rd Pacific title.
The reigning Masters Toronto champions get it done in one of the most impressive runs we have seen in Pacific. This entire stage, it has been Paperrex's. They grasped things and they took it the whole way through. One stumble along the way against Zeta. The rest of the time, it was Paperrex. The Princes of Pacific have done it again. And now they set their sights on to Champions Paris, on to another international trophy.
Commiserations, of course, to RRQ. Enough cannot be said of the perseverance that this team has, the ability to fight back, to dig deep, to be always in consideration in a game. A hell of a lot was asked of them on very short notice this weekend, and they were able to more than deliver. Got themselves here to this point, to this very grand final, to have that chance to defend their trophy.
Tidak kali ini ya, remontada itu ya, tolong ya.
But for stage 2, it will lie in the hands of Paperrex once again.
Piala kedua guys, tahun ini guys.
Their 3rd Pacific crown, and now they have their eyes on a second international trophy as they go to Champions Paris, the #1 seed from the #1 region in the world. Time will tell if it will be brought back to South Korea once again. But for now, let's hear from our winners.
Champion, out of there, Paperrex!
Let's go Uncle, gelo, cigarettes.
さあ、お話を聞いていきましょうか。
Okay, let us ask you questions. Please line up in front. There. Thank
さ
you.
あ、そしてその前にパブリッシング&e スポーツ APAC 部門責任者のショーン・オー氏とバロラント e スポーツ APAC 責任者のジェイク・シンの2人がですね、私たちともにチャンピオンをやるためにステージにお越しいただいております。
So right now, Sean O from the Publishing and Esports APAC, Jake Shin from Head of Valorant Esports APAC are on the stage with us to celebrate our champion. Thank you so much for your attendance.
Yang keren sih Batman baru join udah dapat 2 piala. Ada MVP-nya nggak sih?
お話を聞いていきたいと思います。
Okay, then let us hear from every one of you for Paperrex, the champion.
まずは法政君選手から。
Okay, first of all, let me ask you a question for a second.
さあ、2025年はペーパーレックスにとって非常に厳しいスタートから始まったと思います。しかしステージ2では、連勝を重ねましてついにトロフィーを抱えることができました。今のお気持ちを聞かせてください。
So the beginning of the 2025, it was kind of rough season to start with, but you're now the champion of stage 2, lifting trophy right now. How are you feeling?
I mean, of course, I'm feeling really grateful and proud of my team and myself as well that we can take another trophy here. And yeah, I think I'm just really feeling grateful and thanks for the support, you know? Yeah.
もう今は皆さんの応援、そしてチームメイトに感謝の気持ちでいっぱいです。おっしゃる通り、ここまで来てトロフィーをあげられるっていうのはとても特別な気持ちです。ありがとうございます。
法政君選手、ありがとうございます。
Thank you for second.
Rookie of the Year emang ada guys? Rookie of the Year guys.
さあ続いてダバイ選手。
Okay,
ダバイ。
can you pass the microphone to Dabai? Thank you.
さあステージ2ではペーパーレックスがメタをリードしたと言える部分が多くありました。本日のグランドファイナルでもそうです。他のチームと違ったペーパーレックスのらしさというところはどこにありますか？
So I think Paperrex is actually leading meta this season, especially during stage 2. But what do you think is the difference between Paperrex and the other teams in Pacific region?
When it comes to mental?
Yeah, both.
Mental. What
Yeah,
the difference?
Yes.
The difference. I think the difference is probably our playstyle. I think we react based on our feelings, I would say. Like if we played certain teams, then what they like to do, we try to think on the spot. I think there's not a lot of other teams that do this. So I think that's what makes us different. Sometimes can be bad, sometimes can look like this. So yeah.
何を大事にしているのか、自分たち一人一人のフィーリングなんですね。
Mancing di Paris, bos!
そういったところを大事にしているチームって他にはないと思うので、メタをリードしているというところもそうですけれども、自分たちが重要視しているところの違いというのが大きくあると思います。
ありがとうございます。ダバイ選手、ありがとうございます。
Thank you, Dabai.
さあ続いてアレックスコーチにお聞きしていきたいと思います。
Goreng bang baju bagus, lucu sih lucu.
お話もさせていただきましたけども、
Pink orange
街
hitam.
の変更とともに常に成長最前線をね走り続けるペーパーレックスだと思うんですけども、その部分でアレックスコーチが大事にしている部分というのはどういったところにありますか？
But especially, you're leading meta, but at the same time, there's a lot of patch updates, so you have to adjust into. So when you are knowing all the patch updates, how are you dealing with it, and how are you leading your team? Yeah, patch note updates. Yeah. Yeah, so many patch updates, right? On this season, especially.
This whole season?
Yeah, this season.
Yeah, I mean when the THOR meta came out, we tried our best, but it wasn't for us, so we had to find a different way. And the good news is we stuck to our guns. You know, we're very comfortable playing with to-do lists, so it was just about trying to see whether we could play around the THOR. And after that, it seems that what we're doing still works, so we're not going to change too much.
そうですね、やはりテフォの変更なんかもある中で、デュエリストの中では活躍していたというエージェントの変更というところも含めて自分たちは考えていかなきゃいけないというところ
mamanya Alek nih, mamanya Alek bapaknya.
今
bapaknya
現
Alek
在に
emang
関
enggak
してはみんなが心地よくプレーできているスタイルが確立できているので、そういったところにはあまり苦労なくできていたと思います。
ありがとうございます。そのままアレックスコーチにもう一つすいません。この場にはパンダコーチがいらっしゃらないんですけど、パフォーマンスコーチでもあると思います。パフォーマンスコーチのパンダコーチが入って、トロントを取り、ステージ2も取れました。その辺はどう、チームに影響があったかお聞きしてもいいですか。
I would like to ask you about Coach Panda. He joined the season, and I think he is actually guiding them mentally and physically in both ways. So, how do you evaluate, or any thoughts on his existence during this season?
How did I find it?
Yeah.
I mean, we interviewed a bunch of performance coaches, and the one that I thought was a little bit older and able to vibe with the boys is Panda. And I mean, for us, I think I can tell you what he does. We do a lot of meditation. We learn about breathing. You know, he keeps us grounded, you know, and focused. So if it's time to focus on certain things, he'll make sure that he include it in his talks. And he does a lot of one-on-one with the boys, so everybody can share like personal problems with him and stuff. And it's been a great help.
まずはじめにコーチを採用するにあたってたくさんインタビューをして、その中で少し年上でみんなをガイドしてくれるような人物というのを探していて、パンダコーチと出会いました。で彼もちろんグラウンディングさせてくれるというところもあるんですけども、瞑想をしたりとか、あとは1対1で話し合いをしてくれたりとか、問題解決に向けて全力で尽くしてくれているので、彼の力はとても大きいと思います。
アレックスコーチありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。さあ続いてパッドメン選手にお話を聞いていきたいと思います。2025年はチャレンジャーズに出場しており、その中でペーパーレックスに合流して、マスターズも経験し、そして、VCT パシフィックも、経験してとここまでの道のり振り返っていかがですか。
I think your season was so busy, beginning with challengers, joining Paperrex, coming to Japan, winning grand final, and you now headed to Paris. So how do you wrap up your 2025 right now? Any thoughts on this season?
Throughout the season, I was very happy. I learned a lot of things from my team and my everyone, like all the staffs, with my coaches. I learned a lot of things. And this 2025 season we have a very rough start from the stage 1, but we bounced back, and I hope we continue the momentum till Paris.
そうですね、自分もたくさんのことがあったなと思います。2015年振り返るとおっしゃる通り、スタート、ステージ1から始まってここまで来て、そしてチャンピオンズにも出場することができるようになって、チームメイトやコーチからたくさんのことを学んだと思います。このいい流れをこのまま持ってパリに行きたいと思います。
ありがとうございます、パッドメン選手。
Thank you, Batman.
さあそしてジン選手、 VCT パシフィックはトロフィーは獲得しました。あとはチャンピオンズだと思います。ぜひ、意気込みを聞かせてください。
So you already have a trophy for Masters Toronto and Stage 2, and you're headed to Champions. Of course, you need one more trophy. So please tell us your thoughts on coming into Champions.
I think coming to Champions, we're just gonna go into it like any other tournament. We're gonna do our best and like not expect too much, but I think we are going into this tournament really confident. So hopefully we get to play like how we did in Toronto and make it far into the tournament.
そうですね、あまり気負わずに自分たちのプレー、いつもと同じプレーができたらいいなと思います。もちろんトロフィーを掲げたいと思いますけれども、自分たちのプレーを大事に、そして、パリでもスターズトロントの時のようなプレーができるように頑張りたいと思います。
ジン選手ありがとうございます。
Thank you, Jin.
全力で応援します。ありがとうございます。
And finally.
さあそしてサムシング選手、日本での試合はいかがでしたか。
So how did it feel like to play in Japan? How did you like being on a stage in Japan?
Feels great because last time I missed Tokyo when we qualified through the stage in 2023. Then I was quite, I would say, depressed because I came from the Tokyo. Like what I mean is I started this career in Japan, and then I missed international tournament in Tokyo. It was quite sad, but nowadays we are in stage and it feels great. Yeah.
残念ながら2023年のマスターズ東京は予選通過したにもかかわらず自分が来られないというとても残念な経験をしました。あの時は本当に落胆したんです。なので今回こうやって来られて東京でプレーして
Dia itu darah Indonya bang, ada. Tapi neneknya. Nenek Gigi itu orang Indo.
ありがとうございます。さあそのまま最後にフォーセイ君選手に世界中のペーパーレックスファンに向けてメッセージをいただければと思います。
Finally, I would like you for a second to wrap up this interview. Please give Japanese fans and all the Valorant fans a message.
For all of the Japanese fans, for everyone who coming here, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for watching us. I hope you guys enjoy the match.
日本の皆様ありがとうございます。みんなが喜んだ試合ができたら嬉しいです。
I just want to say thank you, and I think I'm pretty sure the boys here still hungry to win. Hopefully this year we take all the trophies, and in Paris as well, you know. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
みんなここにいる選手みんながハングリーでトロフィーを取りに行こうと思っていますので3つ目のトロフィーを掲げられるようにパリでも応援お願いします。
ありがとうございます。
Ada MVP-nya guys.
VCT パシフィックのチャンピオンに輝いたペーパーレックスに大きな拍手を。
Ada MVP-nya, MVP cuma di Master guys, Master sama Champion ntar. Kalau seat 1 harusnya enak sih guys ya nggak sih?
MVP は本大会で最も輝かしい活躍を見せた選手に贈られる栄誉ある称号です。
Dah tidur guys, oke. Mas, Mbak, teman-teman semua, terima kasih guys ya. Sampai jumpa di next live streaming. Arigatou gozaimasu. Keren guys, si journey guys. Masih ada satu lagi guys. Kita akan menunggu pertarungan terakhir Paperrex di Champion Paris. Wah, MVP bro, gelo. Something bener kan? Anjing. What the fuck is that, bro?
Stuart Chan, the Chief Marketing Officer of the Pulsar, represents the prize for MVP player. And now let's talk with her. Something.
Thank you so much.
Hey guys, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Sampai jumpa. See you and bye bye.